Look, all right. Hello, and welcome once again to the Monday edition, Too Many Warlocks. I, as always, am the benevolent Dungeon Master, Puck, and I am joined today by these fine people, and we are going to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Before you do intros, I just want to let you know not to worry. Zoom audio is muted during that whole thing in the beginning.
Okay. So
wasted opportunities. Okay.
You wasted your entire intro?
Yep, wasted the whole intro. Who do we got?
That's okay. Well, anyways, who we've got? Okay, in no particular order, we've got one Penwright, studious scholar and warlock extraordinaire. Also joining us is another warlock, one Key3 Tea Leaf. Also joining us, yet another warlock, one Guy Boutomps and his fabulous mustache. And also joining us, yet another warlock, Mr. Richard.
There's a last name, too.
Bennett. I needed you to prompt me. And also joining us is this fine person who you see up in this area over here, who will be introduced shortly. Now, when last we left our heroes, there was an epic crossover episode where the two teams got together and did sad things and had a lot of emotions, and there were good cries had, and it was a good time all over. It was really fun to be a part of. But now the teams are separating, and it's time to get down to business. And when last we left the Warlocks, they were being called up into the Mage Tower by one Calazar Maldismuth, the Drow sorcerer, known to operate in the... Calm down, Richard, it's okay. Known to operate within the Mage Tower.
This is news to Richard. This is going to go badly for a lot of people.
Well, you already know about Calazar.
No, he's a drow since...
Oh, I thought you said Blackwind was the drow.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Calazar.
That'd work in our favor.
That would work in our favor. No, Blackwind's human.
You're the drow, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you guys have been called up into the tower. And Calazar is waiting for you there. He says, we need to get to work on this. It's going to take a lot of effort, and we need a couple of things, like allies and gold. We're going to need lots of gold. So I have a mission for you all. It's not glamorous, but I think it's exactly what we need right now. And normally this is the kind of thing that I would recruit Marcus for. But he's unavailable, as we all know. So I have a friend of mine, another specialist in these kinds of things, who I have called in. And she will accompany you on this task. Luci, reveal yourself. She could be in the room right now. She's very stealthy. So, Luci, the Dragonborn rogue, emerges from the shadows to greet everyone. And what does Luci look like? Marie. Oh, can't hear you. Oh, yeah, but it's super buzzy.
Your phone again?
No, it's all buzzy still.
Sounds like a cable.
Yeah. Okay, well, while she's sorting that out, she is a green dragonborn. Nope, still buzzy. We'll sort that out. So Calazar goes on and says, she can assist you. She knows the area, and the terrain and the subject matter is a bit more familiar to her. See, a while back when we were still operating, we had come across a dragon cult temple. And initially, we had planned to raid it and shut them down. However, a storm had happened the night before, and it kind of did our job for us. The whole place was flooded, and the whole thing was left in ruins. So we kind of just left it on its own. But I've received reports that it has... the waters have receded, and we can now access it. There was word that there was a substantial horde inside. I would like for you all to retrieve it.
So it's a straight smash and grab?
Yes, more or less. I believe a tribe of lizard people have moved in.
Are they hostile?
Well, they have been raiding markets, caravans, and that kind of thing. They're not exactly kind.
I guess that justifies it, I guess.
Or we bribe them to go away, eh? Almost everybody move for food, eh?
You're still muted.
Grandfather Aaron always used to say there's more than one way to skin a snake.
Atkinson, don't listen to her.
There are two ways, from the front to the back and from the back to the front, eh?
We're in segments.
And neither one really matter to the snake.
Yes, don't shed any tears for them. They are brutal killers.
Good enough for me.
But the word was that in the basement of this temple there was a dragon who had set up a horde inside.
Oh.
It was part of the dragon cult's egg moving operation.
They
Egg moving?
They had eggs?
Oh, a couple years back, the dragon cult was collecting dragon eggs and moving them up north for various things, stealing them and whatnot.
Is there a potential there might be any eggs still there?
Or perhaps like eggs that have hatched and now are
Worms?
yeah.
Well, it's unlikely in those conditions. The whole place had been flooded. And if there were dragons running around, they likely would have chased out the lizard people at this point. But there appears to be a self-proclaimed lizard king set up in there.
This place is just an onion, man.
It has been my experience that where there's a horde, there's usually a dragon. So maybe we go in real quiet thing. Not like we did in the Underdark. And I look at Richard.
Yeah, Kit 3 is also looking at Richard.
I didn't ask you to follow me. All right, someone said, I remember correctly, someone said someone caused a distraction. We'll sneak in some other way. And that didn't happen.
Well,
yes, because we were coming up with the plan and you just strolled right in.
Yes, well, thank you for saving me.
Yeah. At least one of those two missions went like they were supposed to, eh?
Yes, and I believe that MT1 has some things for you.
Oh.
Yes.
Is he around?
I believe he was checking out the cart.
Ah.
So speaking of the MT1, eh? He's real different from the Warforge we saw Owen Stone with, eh? Do we know why yet?
Well, MT1's kind of a special case.
Wow, that face though.
I'm watching. I'm waiting to see. But nope, it ain't happening. Okay.
MT1 was kind of a special case. We had found him in some ruins. There was a complex apparatus set up. And the group of us all worked together. And through operating this apparatus, we created him. We all put a little bit of ourselves into it. It was really quite remarkable. We couldn't help but take the pieces home because we just couldn't leave it there for anybody else to toy with. And then it got stolen. So maybe not the best call on our part.
Was stolen, or only we know the plans are missing, but they actually had empty one for a while as well.
It was all in the same room.
So I think I might have something to do with MT1 coming back.
Oh.
You may have noticed. I said that it was because of me, and then.
Luci, no longer shy, I see.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Just had a little bit of mic problems, but I got it.
There we go. We're all sorted out.
Yes.
Excellent. So, Luci, these are my warlocks. Sorry, I'm not good with names.
I'm Key3 Tea Leaf.
Hello, T-Leaf. How are you?
Good.
Good. And who are these other four?
Other three.
Three.
That's Richard
Other
Bennett.
three.
Penneth and Wright.
Hello, Penneth.
And I am Guy Bontemps. Someday we go for a drink for sure, eh?
For sure, I like your accent.
Well, thank you.
I was just debriefing them on the situation, and they have questions. But Key3, you were saying something about MT1's operations.
Yes, he spoke with me the other night and said that it was because of me. What was it? I didn't write that note down. Kind of gave him the spark to start again, and
when you put the fire in him.
Yes,
In
yes.
the tower.
And I think that has to do with who my patron is. Oh, by the way, I met my patron.
I'm gonna quickly just kind of put my hand on Penn and go, "You're the only one."
I'll have you know, I recently had words with my patron as well.
2 words.
He wants more books, and that is all.
One of them, 2 words, and one of them was off.
So yeah,
You find your patron, eh? Who is it?
It is. Make sure I'm saying. Dawn Seeker is kind of the name that went with them.
That
Really
sounds
awesome.
Important, eh?
Yeah, I told Penn to tell you about that. What
Oh.
happened?
Thanks, Ben.
did I not? Was I
No.
supposed to do that? Look, you told the guy with memory like a goldfish, so like
That's okay. I'm sure, Penn, you'll meet your patron soon.
whatever.
Okay, so now that you met your patron, can you yet answer the question that fire, is that from you or that's from your patron?
I think it's from my patron. So, kind of spirit of like adventuring and seeking out challenges and all of that. So
That
I
seems
actually-
like it's right up your alley, eh?
yeah, I was thinking, wonder if there's a way we can like use that to convert the killing machines, or do we want to, maybe recruit them and MT1 can lead his own little like have party?
That would be amazing, eh?
I
Can
don't know
you
if it would
imagine?
work, but it would be pretty darn awesome.
You know what that would make you?
No,
The mother of a whole race.
that's a lot more responsibility than I was prepared for.
Well, on the
Oh.
bright side, it appears that they come out as full adult, so maybe you don't have to raise them at least, eh?
Well, on that terrifying note, I believe the cart is prepared for you. There is a little bit of time constraint. The tide will come back in a couple days' time. Not a problem for the lizard folks, but I'm pretty sure most of you still need to breathe air. Lucy, I'm not sure about you. We haven't spoken in a while. You still need to breathe air, right?
Yeah, most times, yes.
Excellent. Lucy requires oxygen as well. So, good luck.
Okay.
What does Calazar look like today?
Calazar is remaining in his drow form now.
Oh, that makes me unreasonably happy.
But he is also spending most of his time in the mage tower, but you feel like he feels safe there.
Yeah.
Does he still have the mask I gave him with him?
He does, and it actually is tucked on his belt.
Small victories.
Small growth, small victories.
I'd like to think that as we're channeling out, like funneling out of the door in the tower, I've got my book, and I'm like, look, I did talk to him. This book now has a bunch of books just rambling.
You did, buddy.
So, Lucy, to give you an idea of what these people look like, Key3 is a halfling. She is dressed like an adventurer. She's got red hair, so she's quite short. You could probably throw her up on your shoulder if you need to. Penn looks kind of like he looks right there. Like he's pretty close to his personal avatar. He's looks very scholarly, and he always carries a book with an eye on it. Richard is part man, part tree. Like he's horribly scarred, and one arm and one leg is entirely wood. Yeah.
This isn't wood.
Heyo.
Someone had to say it.
No, look, it's fine. every guest should get to make that joke. What do you think?
It was
Very first episode we made dry rot jokes. So yeah.
And Guy he's got a big hat with a big feather, and he's got an enormous, fabulous mustache. What else did I miss anything? I'm doing kind of baseline here.
There's no hat. It would block.
I was gonna say.
Oh, there is no hat. Why do I always imagine you with a hat? That's the hair. The fabulous hair.
Yes.
Human colored or?
Yeah, Guy appears to be human. He isn't, but he appears to be. Oh, and you didn't use the defining phrase. Guy is freaking gorgeous.
Oh yes, Guy is gorgeous. He's an attractive man with his enormous mustache.
And if you don't believe that, just ask him, and he'll tell you.
Does anyone have familiars with them?
Do I?
Oh yeah, we're not in combat, so I got Twitch on my shoulders.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Twitch is a weasel.
A weasel, great big, like a badger almost, except he has the same mustache and hair that I do.
I've been letting Whisper lead the sedentary life in my room. Just
Oh, and he's never been happier. Like she has never been happier. She's full house cat at this point.
And then Handy's always under my hat, but I'm sure that'll come up later.
Yeah, no, your severed hand, who is not your friend. I want to make this very clear. All right, so they lead you outside to their cart. It is a beautifully adorned, expensive, well-stained wood cart, and the cart is pulled by a horse that is completely black with a fiery mane and a fiery tail, and like made of fire. It's a nightmare.
And it's got some super ugly gargoyles on top.
Yeah, just like you're seeing on the map here.
It also has beautiful braided fire hair because someone spent several hours doing that.
Yeah, which it doesn't make sense in physics, but sure.
I worked hard, damn it.
No, look, it happened.
80-ton creatures can fly. You can braid fire. I don't.
So waiting next to the cart is MT1, and he's this mechanical creature. He's humanoid, and everyone else is quite familiar with him. And he is waiting with a box for everyone next to the cart.
So did anybody else notice we didn't actually agree to anything? We're just heading out to do this?
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
that's kind of how we do, right? They are like, "Hey, we need a thing," and we're like,
We
"Okay,
at least know what we need this time.
yeah, that's more than we normally have."
I mean, last time it was just we need to get a thing to fix a
Well-
thing. In the big thing before
Now we're
the
supposed
thing
to
grows up into a big thing.
bring back a Ord.
Yeah.
So the question is, I guess, how we get the lizard men out, eh? I really don't want to pull an Owen Stone and just kill the old village because it's in the way. Eh?
No, I mean, he did say they were tough customers, so
They don't do nothing to us. Eh?
yeah.
Well, Lucy, Calazar mentioned that you know the area and terrain. Perhaps you can help point us in the right direction on maybe how to sneak in a back way.
All right. So let's see where we're. Okay, you're gonna have to like.
Oh no, I'll tell you what you know.
Yeah, because I was having making problems and.
You know that this place it's a sunken temple. It's in a swampy area along the Sword Coast, better known as, if I can just pull it up again, the Dead Man's Mire.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm excited.
And this place is kind of notorious for warring tribes of lizard folk that run around throughout it. Occasionally, green dragons will make their nests here. And for a while, when the dragon cult was operational, they were using some halfway house and storage houses in the area in their kind of egg transporting racket. You do know that this particular temple has been flooded for the last few years, and most recently the waters have receded, so it's still a swampy, hostile area, but there are ways to get inside. There is a main entranceway that you can go through. There's also a side way that you could possibly swim into, depending on what kind of creatures are inside.
Okay. Well, what kind of creature do we know what the creatures are, or?
You know, in the area, there are piranha-like fish called quippers. There are crocodiles, giant crocodiles.
So I'm not jumping into the water. Anyone else want to go in it? Because I'm not.
That's a hard no.
That's gonna be a hard no for everybody. Hey, okay, so
Yeah, I
My
don't.
takeaway on this is if they are at war, they would probably leave the area if we agreed to pay them some money so they could buy better weapon. Eh?
You gotta pay them more than a dragon horde?
I was gonna say they already have a horde. I feel like we'd either have to sneak or watch them until they do something bad enough for us to feel okay about killing them. So
I'm on for plan 2.
It's just like, okay, maybe they're good people. Oh, they're mauling us. Okay, we're okay now.
Easiest way would be for. I know you hate this, but let me go in Fey form, and we'll see what happens.
This is your plan for everything.
My plan for everything, and it would work if everyone didn't try to come and rescue me.
MT1 opens this small wooden box he's been carrying in front of you guys, and inside there's 4 rings.
ooh.
There is a ring of regeneration, a ring of protection, a ring of evasion, and a ring with a pearl of power in it. He says, I had taken these from the vault for you. You may use them as you wish.
I don't know what those do. I mean, the first 3 are pretty obvious, right? The last,
Which one are you looking at?
I just want to know what the Pearl of Power does, because the other 3 kind
The
of make.
Pearl of Power can give you back a spell slot.
Oh, damn.
Could you repeat the other 4?
Uh,
The other 3?
ring of protection, ring of evasion, and a ring of protection, ring of evasion, ring of regeneration, and a pearl of power.
So I guess regeneration is just like HP.
Yeah, regeneration regenerates a certain amount of HP as long as you are, 1 HP or above.
Yeah, considering how often I do crazy stuff, I'm gonna grab the regeneration ring.
Or do you want to get
We
the
all-
evasion so you're hit less?
Well, you already have some magical stuff, Lucy. So you're pretty good. You got you've got vicious crossbows and a dagger of venom. So these rings don't entice you too much.
I don't want them.
Yeah, you've already got some pretty cool shit.
Well,
So which one do you think, guys? Regeneration or evasion?
or protection. They're
Right,
all
yeah.
good. They're all good for Rich.
How many figures you got, big guy?
Evasion makes it so it's easy. You basically have redos on failed dex saves or failed con saves. Or just it's usually just failed dex saves. I have to look at it again, but
Is it like the rogue ability or the?
yeah, basically it's
half
just
damage,
like
zero
the
damage?
evasion ability.
Yeah.
So if you fail a save, you can choose to succeed it and take the half damage or whatever it is.
Yeah. So yeah, if you fail, you take half. If you make it, you take none.
Ring of Protection gives you an extra 1 AC.
That'll really be great for 12 AC.
And Ring of Regeneration, I think it's like a D6. Pull it up again.
Okay.
All right, Ring of Regeneration. Ring of Regeneration. Here you go, missing parts. While wearing this, you regain 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes.
That's so much health.
10 minutes though. That's every 600 combat turns.
Yeah, but out of combat, I'm thinking.
Yeah, and that's
Between combat, you'd be fully healed in a minute. We're Warlock.
it doesn't take long. He just has to survive the fight.
Yeah, which I've done pretty well at, except once.
Except that one time.
The only one that appealed to me is that Pearl of Power, right?
Oh, well, damn. I guess
That would mean I can cancel even more incoming magic. Eh?
if you're going for the Pearl of Power, I personally, dang, I really want either that or the regen one, but I know Richard likes to regen.
Too late.
Oh, well. I'm not on the front line. I have no use for protection or
Those other
evasion.
three, they are useless for me. If someone hitting me, I already lose. Eh?
I wonder if it would be more. Maybe I don't need one. Maybe one of you should take two.
Well, the evasion could be helpful if you're trying to avoid like somebody is hitting you from afar.
Yeah, if you're say charging up to heal some people and like somebody maybe casts fireball.
Yeah. Not to mention, as you said, you are the healer. Eh? You are going to be up front because that's where the people are getting hurt. Eh?
Then I would like to ask in that case, could I take the +1 AC, the protection ring? And I'm going to look at Q3 because I know she's going to be on the front line a lot. So it's between they're kind of half a dozen of one, 6 of the other.
Yeah, you can. I had my eye on either, so whichever one you rather.
All right.
I'll take the ring of protection.
All right. So it's all split up, and then you guys are kind of ushered onto the cart. So there's room for everybody inside, but what's the positioning?
I'm driving the cart.
You're going to drive? Okay, Richard's driving. Lucy, you're going to have to tell Richard where to go because you
I
know
guess
the
I'm
way.
in the front. Is there room for my tail?
Oh yeah, you can sling it over the side, and it kind of waves in the wind a little
Might
bit.
hit you there. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, well, I mean, just mind your tail. Some
Okay.
Dragonborn, their tail has a mind of its own.
It does. It's like it has a second brain. I'm telling you.
I'm made of wood. If you can tail, I deserve it.
It's like
Boom. Go left. Where? All right.
Right.
So I guess that puts me in the front.
Okay.
Is there a third seat in the middle? Maybe someone could come in the middle between us.
I don't know. Between the two of you, it's probably taken up quite a bit. Richard's a big boy.
I'll ride in the cabin.
In the cabin?
That'll be
I'm in the back
two
for sure.
benches, right?
Yeah. There's. It's kind of like an oval shape, so they curve on both sides.
I'll be somewhere in there.
All right.
Until we change planes and it changes what it looks like.
Yeah. So you guys get in, and Lady Bella / Veronica, the horse has two names, takes off, and the cart flies up into the air, and you guys begin cruising across the sky towards this sunken temple that you are looking for. It doesn't take too long to arrive. Luckily, Lady Bella / Veronica gets incredible mileage out here. And you come to
It's the unleaded hay.
Yeah, you come to the edge of the Sword Coast, and it's just this swampy, miry mess of a place. And
So while we're driving, I'm just going to turn to Lucy and ask, do you know what kind of dragon eggs they grabbed? Or
Do I know?
you know Lucy because the dragon was a friend of yours.
Interesting. Yeah, they were copper.
okay,
There you go.
fire again.
They were copper. But the screen's black here. I can't see anything.
Oh, that's okay. It's coming up soon.
Okay.
The dramatic reveal isn't coming.
Well, at least if they're copper, they're a little bit more
Burnley?
reasonable, if I remember correctly. But then again, we also probably shouldn't bring metallic dragons to the keep. It's a bit of a lose-lose situation here.
Could be. So, once you guys arrive, a large portion of this place is almost entirely like sunken in. The trees and the vegetation has just grown over this place. It looks like it's been left alone for some time. And let me reveal the space where you are. You're dropped off at the entrance to
I
this
should
place.
probably pay more attention, but can any of you guys make or control the water in any way?
Well, Richard plays around with the little vial around his neck.
I'm
Maybe.
just wondering if we make them think the place is flooding again, maybe they run away.
They breathe underwater, you know.
Then why they didn't live here until it drained?
I think they had moved in. I think it was just that this is the only time we'll be able to get in. If that makes
Is that
sense.
what it was?
Well, if you want, you guys could do a nature check and see what you know about these creatures.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I have a proficiency in nature because, of course, I do.
You're a
Did you-
tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a city boy. He don't know nothing. Wouldn't know nature. That's what you put in parks, right?
I've read some books.
All right, so Penn, Key 3, and Richard, you guys all know that lizard folk, they can't breathe underwater, but they can hold their breath for a very long time.
What
Okay.
I thought.
So even if the entrances were covered up, they could probably easily get in and out.
So I think I misspoke. But we are not. They won't likely run if we flood.
I am just trying to find ways that don't involve just slaughtering these people because they're between us and what we want.
No,
Eh?
no, I get it. I'm just. We can try talking first.
Or perhaps just sneaking.
If we think
You know, if they don't even know that we're here, they won't know what is missing until they go looking. And hopefully we're long gone.
It's certainly worth a try. Eh?
Oh, Guy,
Yes.
don't you know, what's that handy little spell you're always using for multiple things? I should know this because it's a basic magic.
Prestidigitation or
Yeah, that one. It's like I can't ever say that word, so that's why. Can't you use that to make sounds, or is that thaumaturgy?
I can certainly make sounds, yeah.
That there was an entrance on the side.
Yes, there is the area where it's flooded. So this dark green patch here,
All right.
you can swim underneath that and get inside rather than going through the main entrance area. So if you select this little pink dotted white square here, that's you, and you can move yourself around. That'll be your representation.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to ask very politely for our lovely and benevolent dungeon master to move me around.
No problem.
Yeah, I just want to go peek around the corner
Yeah. I think
just to
so. I'm trying
confirm that
figure
it's
out
going
how
to take a swim to get there. You should be able to just drag and drop it.
Yeah, I can't move mine either.
Oh, I have to reassign you.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, because we changed maps games.
All right. So how do we want to skin this cat?
Let's see.
Well, I mean, we could go through the main entrance, but you guys don't want to kill anybody, so I think we should all just go.
You say that
you
like
guys
it's
are
a
all
bad thing. Eh?
It is.
You
Well,
don't want to kill everybody. What kind of adventurer are you?
Well, I mean, it's to you. It's like, I mean, lizard people they're vicious raiders. Like, you don't understand why these guys are so hung up on this.
I'm just going to
I
explain.
want to avoid them.
We recently saw a whole town slaughtered for no reason, so we're not eager to have more blood on our hands. Not that that was blood on our hands, but we did make a deal with it. You know what? It's too complicated. Regardless, we're just feeling a little queasy right now.
Well, some of you are.
Oh, which
Yeah,
reminds me.
This whole mission is certainly not pushing my hero buttons. Eh? This is so. I know we have to do it, but it's so petty. Eh?
Yeah.
But we will probably come across some like vicious sea creatures in there. So.
Which got me to thinking, Richard, your Fey Cloud, is that does that work on all creatures or just us?
It should.
And just your friends and compatriots.
I mean, I wouldn't think that fish or
It does. It really does. It works on everything.
Then I would think that you would actually be able to get in there quite easily. Most
All
likely.
right. Then,
I got the question before you answer that, Woody. Eh? You float?
Oh, yeah, how dense are you?
50-50. Let's
Can
find
we
out.
ride you like a raft to the door?
It does not work that way.
That sounds like a personal decision rather than an actual physics explanation, but okay.
Relatively. I am 6'6", and how would you enjoy if about 4 people, with about at least half a ton, all stood
One
on
at
you?
a time. Eh? We want to drag this out for you and humiliate you for a very long time. Eh?
But Richard, to be quite honest, I'm not the strongest swimmer, so
I'll give you a hand.
and
Just
I'm
keep
small.
You don't even need to swim. You can float above the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need to go
that's
under
true.
the water to get to the entrance.
I'm
Like this is a submerged underwater passage.
I'm gonna
Alright.
pull
Richard,
off
are you
my
gonna sing?
staff and pull it out, and I'm just gonna be like, "Rise, Noodle," and my giant python is going to come out. So we've got that now. They can
I'm
swim.
glad you explained what happened when you said rise noodle.
Noodle's my snake.
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Oh boy.
All right,
Alright.
Archer. I'm on
Who's
like
jumping in
season.
first?
who's going in?
Are we going in the side or are we just going to go in the front door
Wait.
after all of this? Eh?
Wait.
Well, Richard might not even float, right?
We're gonna find out in just a moment if I do float, and this is just I'm gonna do something, and you're not gonna like the second half of it, or really the first half of it. So, fun thing in Fey presence, if I give you a nice big slap, you kind of phase out of it, being the terrified against me thing.
So I don't know what everybody's talking about, this whole terrified of Richard. I mean, he looks scary, but I've never been...
You've never been affected by it.
It's 50-50. Sometimes
It's really 50-50. Let's find out!
Yeah.
And Richard immediately unleashes Fey presence.
All right, so everybody has to make a wisdom save. So
And this is against being...
Against my spell save.
Fear.
yeah,
I'd like to think that after 3 times of having this happen, we'd get advantage on it eventually.
eventually you just get used to it. I'm not there yet, but yeah. So key 3,
I'm
Yes.
just trying to find the button where the saving throws. Wisdom.
yeah,
Barely.
wisdom.
Ooh.
Yeah, the halfling ability gives me advantage.
Did you just roll 2 20s?
Oh yeah, that's halfling, right? Yeah, you just rolled 2. Awesome, always. Okay, so the only person who is affected is Lucy.
That makes sense. Yeah, the only one that hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, so Lucy's like, holy shit. So Richard just fucking gets all really spooky all of a sudden, and you're a little frightened of him.
I grow an extra foot. I have like a crown of trees, and just the most terrifying monster you could ever imagine made of wood.
I don't know. I'm not really scared of anything, but damn, I'm a little scared right now.
And in a panic, she spits acid on you. Go away!
It's poison.
I'm sorry.
It's actually poison.
So much worse than acid. Acid I can survive. Poison.
So
So I'm going to just kind of Lucy.
Hi.
You're gonna hate this now,
Oh,
and just a
God.
very quick slap. Kind of a snap out of it slap.
Oh, okay. Well, your crown of trees is gone. Doesn't make you.
No, it's still there.
No,
Oh,
it's
is it
still there. But he slaps you and it breaks the effect of the spell.
Okay. I was enjoying getting scared of you.
She's like, I was kind of digging it. I mean, I don't get this every day.
Okay, everyone, into the water with me. And if it doesn't work that way, and just to make sure I do sink, Richard changes his packed weapon into a giant hammer. He
Okay.
has to fight against the ground.
Okay. Are you gonna go in first?
I'm going in first
Okay.
because anything and everything, any creature that comes 10 feet within me,
Yep.
has to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Is there an intelligence minimum on that? Quite often there is with fear.
It's wisdom, it's a wisdom.
yeah.
It's frightening. It's
No, it doesn't
frightening.
say. Yeah,
fear?
it's just, in some cases, the fear only applies if they've got an intelligence of over.
If they're smart enough to be afraid.
But it doesn't say it in yours, so.
Yeah.
No, it literally says any creature.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's kind of a predatory animal has walked in, and it's higher up on the food chain than you are, and
Yep.
it's just one of those feelings of, oh shit.
All right.
I am going to be having Noodle wrap around me like a life vest, just a little bit. And
Okay.
then with a little bit of him still being able to swim to help out. So, yeah.
So
Oh yeah, and I reach out a hand to key 3, although it's really just me kind of crouching over. Fey presence makes me larger, at least in my mind,
Yeah,
right.
I will reach up and
and I'm just
float
going
a
to
little so I'm up at the right height to grab it.
So
hand her a finger.
this water is very murky. So you've gone into at this point. How deep have you gone in? Like 1 square, 2 squares?
Let's go 2 squares.
Okay. So both there?
Yeah.
All right. So as you start to go in, the vegetation and the murky water kind of covers up from being able to see the bottom, but you very quickly get up to about waist deep. You see the water kind of ripple like large creatures are moving away from you.
I was gonna say I'm staying on shore and I'm watching. I want to see if anything is moving towards them.
However, fish don't give a fuck about your fear. And a swarm of creatures enticed by your various wounds.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm fully healed, but I am not.
You're generally in a state of some kind of
Pain.
yeah, because of the nature of you.
Ah, puns.
You moved around and gave yourself splinters.
And a swarm of fish are buzzing around you, nipping at you.
They surround me.
Yeah.
I cast Arms of Hadar.
Oh no!
Well-
Oh,
Oh no, never mind. I don't. I remembered who's holding my hand.
First they're gonna bite you. Well, they're not gonna bite you so well. They bite you for 8 versus your armor class. Probably not gonna hit you.
No.
No. Okay.
Everything that hits mine is like a 50-50.
All right. So Arms of Hadar.
Guys,
No.
walk out. Go through the main entrance.
He's like, no, main entrance is probably better.
I'm gonna.
See you turn around and walking towards me. So it was an idea. Eh?
Well, he said it was really murky, right?
Yeah.
Visibility might be really low.
Wait. It's underwater. The thing, right?
Yeah. It's a swarm of fish that is surrounding you.
No, I'm thinking that's where the entrance is.
Yeah.
So it's not Arms of Hadar I want to cast. Really, what I want to see if I can do is plant growth,
Okay.
causing the vegetation to kind of just give us a dome. Like when you walk into an aquarium, it's got that big semi-circle over top, so you can see the fish going over top.
Right. You can't get anything tight enough grown around you.
Okay. Does that mean I cast the spell, or?
No, I'm just going to give you that feel from just experience.
Okay. Because I have 2 spell slots. And I'd rather not waste one on something that doesn't work.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to kind of toss Key 3 back onto the shore.
Okay.
Ah!
Woo! Float.
Yeah.
All right, the fish are trying to nip at you some more, but they can't quite get their teeth into you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk back on shore, just kind of pissed off.
Gonna walk back out.
Yeah.
As you,
If I can, a fish clamped onto one of the wooden limbs.
yeah, just like wiggling there.
Yeah, okay, we tried. I guess we go in the front door, eh?
I'm still in Fey Presence, because there is no time limit on that.
No.
I
Oh,
love it.
Is it
Not quite as terrifying as soaking wet bush, though. Some
So-
kelp hanging off of one shoulder.
Considering what's just happened, I'm just gonna kind of sigh. I've heard what they're saying. We're going through the front door. God damn it. I just walk through and go, follow me. And bad things are going to happen. Give me Give me 5 minutes.
Richard, maybe this time you shouldn't go in alone. That did not work out so well last time.
And there he goes, listening again. Eh? See you later, Woody. We'll be in a minute to save your ass, eh?
All right. Richard, are you going all the way in? I've just put you at the doorway.
I'm gonna sigh very, very audibly.
I'll come with.
You're coming with him? All right.
No, well, I am as
And I'm
well.
going to kind of, Gee, you're the one that wanted this. You come as well.
Well, you're not going alone.
Oh, damn.
So let's figure it out together.
Let's figure it out together.
Yes. But I have
All right.
called B out to come with me.
You know me. I bravely bring up the rear, eh?
All right. So as you go inside, you see that a lot of the structure is kind of collapsed inside, and large portions of this are still flooded. But it seems eerily empty the moment you walk in.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Listen for my lady. I don't say that out loud.
Yeah, I'm in, but I'm keeping my back to the wall here.
He's rolling a lot of dice.
No.
You don't know that.
You don't know that I'm rolling dice. That could be
Ben
anything.
doesn't know that.
I'm
sorry.
going to continue following right behind Richard, and I'm going to use my naturally stealthy as a halfling to attempt to hide behind him as I go.
All right.
Can I let out an intimidating roar with a bit of advantage considering I'm in Fey form?
You sure can.
Awesome. Oh, that was crap.
Well, at least they know we are here now.
All right. So
Kind of a Godzilla-y wood roar. Not working.
Sounded like Godzilla constipated. I'm not sure why.
Is there an echo?
Is this the only door out of here? The one straight across from us?
Is
Or
there?
are
Yep.
these doors as okay?
but 3 lizard men emerge from the water.
Ah,
And hurl javelins. One for Guy, one for Richard, and one for Lucy. Oh, those are all high numbers. Okay. So, javelin is coming at Guy for 20,
oh yeah.
for Lucy for 22.
Mine's the
They're hit
highest.
rolls, right? Not damage.
Yeah, these are the hit rolls. And for Richard at 23.
Yeah.
Lucy, is your armor class lower than 20? Are we still sorting out mic issues?
No, everything's good. Can you hear me?
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
Should be the shield near the top.
Okay, armor class 14.
Okay, yeah, you got hit. So you're taking damage. This javelin flies out and plunges into your scales, sticks into Richard's wood, and jams into Guy's leg. And you guys are each taking a certain amount of damage.
A number.
All right, so for Guy, we've got 4. For Richard, we've got 7. And for Lucy, we've got also 4.
Okay.
Look, it can't be 2. I would have to roll 0.
Okay, 0.
All right, and now we in initiative, folks.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, I have to hit my initiative
That's
button.
not.
Oh.
I'm supposed to roll a 3.
Initiative.
Better
Ugh.
than
I
usual.
don't want Guy's number.
Yeah, you and I got
Where's
the wrong
my-
numbers.
Can they swap?
Can
we
we?
planned this out beforehand with roll 20, and they screwed it up again.
It should be near your shield.
Okay.
Right next to it, there's a little
Says
box.
initiative.
There's
There
initiative.
you go. All right, so for Guy, we've got 17 for Guy, so he's ready to fight. I don't know why. Key
That's
3's not feeling it. Richard is gonna 15. Penn is not even in the fight. Penn is asleep, and Lucy's at 12. And these guys are ready to go. Okay, so top of the round is Guy.
Wow.
You try to talk to them?
Well, I think we decided we're not doing that. I will,
Well, they did just hit you with a javelin.
Yeah, so I step up to the edge of the water. I'm not going in there. Well, how deep is it? Like, is it
It's
difficult terrain
impossible
kinda
to
deep?
tell. It's
Okay.
impossible to tell looking at it.
So they're swimming. They're not wading towards us.
They're poked out of it. You're not sure if their feet are touching the ground or what.
Okay, so I will step up to the edge and hold my action to smash one of them with the mace of faces if they step within 5 feet of me.
Ooh, you all have a javelin now.
You all gained a javelin. You didn't take damage. You gained a javelin.
I mean, that is
Give
one
me a
option.
minute. I'll give you the one I got.
All right. So after Guy, we've got it's fucking their turn.
Oh, shit.
This guy leaps out of the water out here and then makes a beeline for Richard. And he runs up and smashes his tortoise shell shield against Richard for
How much damage did we take again?
10. How much what?
How much damage did we take from the javelins? I think I missed.
You took 7.
Okay.
So that's 10 versus your AC?
Oh, 10 versus my AC?
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Okay. So he doesn't hit you with that one. He follows it up with a swing of his great club. And how does another 10 hit you?
That doesn't. Can I take a reaction?
Do you have a reaction?
I was just hit him with my arm, which is also a spiked buckler.
Unless you've got a reaction ability for it, I don't. It's still kind of a surprise.
Okay.
Maybe next time. All right. Next up, we've got this guy. He runs up, leaps out of the water, comes up on Guy. Swing of the club. How about that? 7.
7 misses.
Yeah, 7 is a big miss. And then he follows up with a bite for 19.
That hits, but did I get my reaction? Because I said as soon as he was within 5 feet.
All right,
Or
swing it.
simultaneous. I rolled a 23 to hit.
All right, so that is a hit. So as he goes to sink his teeth into you, you whap him with your mace, but the bite continues.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
And
he takes 4, and I take.
what do you take? You take only 3 damage from the bite. It's not so bad.
I win that trade. We can do this all day, buddy.
And this one moves this way, leaps out of the water, and he can't quite make it to Lucy, but he runs up on there and decides to take a javelin and throw it at her. And Lucy, is your AC lower than 12?
No, it's 12. 14.
Okay, well, then it doesn't hit you. You easily dodge that. All right. Next up, we've got... who had the higher score?
This is just a...
Nope.
I'm saying this out loud so I can write it later.
Mhm.
I'm just imagining Lucy kind of just swatting away the...
It's like, I imagine completely because these lizard folk are like her redneck cousins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like these are...
The one that came up to me? Did he make a wisdom save?
Yeah, they all made their wisdom saves when you walked in.
No, this is for the 10 feet within. That's a different thing. Once they're within 10 feet, it's a wisdom save against the frightening. I tried to intimidate.
Oh, I saved them all early.
Yeah.
All right, well, he is frightened now, and it's your attack.
Cool. God, I love Fey form. Fey presence. Whatever. I'm going to use my packed longsword, which misses.
Yeah, with a 10, yeah. These guys got shields. They're a little bit tougher stuff.
Yeah. And then I am going to strike again
Okay,
with a 20.
that's a hit.
That is twice as good as I did last time. And then I use up a spell slot and use Eldritch Smite for 3d8
3d8. All right, roll it out for me.
for another 12.
Another 12.
24 damage in total.
All right, you obliterate him. He is toast. This lizard man is cadaverific. All right.
And I still
Next
plan
up. Oh.
saying this, but this is going to help me for writing later.
All right. So after this guy runs up on you and tries to give you a shield smash and a club swing, you just produce your blade and eviscerate him.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking I missed the first strike, but I get through the second into the ribs, and then just from that, the blade explodes kind of outwardly. With
All
this
right.
energy.
Nice. Next up,
The out, inside out.
Lucy, you're up.
All right. So I'm going to. Can I do an attack?
You
Or
certainly
these guys?
can do an attack on one of these guys. Your hand crossbow is good for up close, and you've got your heavy crossbow for range.
All right. Heavy crossbow. No. Can I? How do I roll for an attack here?
If you just click on it, it should roll your attack and your damage.
Hand crossbow. Okay. And I wanna attack the guy in front of Kevin here.
All right.
That makes sense. That way you get your sneak attack damage.
You do get sneak attack on that.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Sorry, that was the heavy, right?
Yep.
Heavy
Ooh.
crossbow from 15 feet away. Oof.
Is that fine?
So that is not quite enough to hit him. So it just goes, it grazes him. It catches the end, and some scales fleck off at Guy.
I could see the scales go on in his face. Let's see the face that you made, hey?
Wait, are you supposed to get advantage on sneak attack with rogues? I haven't had a rogue for a while.
Only if she attacks from being hidden.
Oh, okay, well, never mind then.
Oh, I should have.
And she wouldn't get any advantage on being frightened, would she?
Not on that one, because that one didn't get quite to 10 feet of you yet.
He isn't? I'm just looking diagonally.
Uh.
They're 5 foot by 5 foot.
Oh, I guess.
But wouldn't he?
Well, let's see if he saves. No, he doesn't save, but sure, take advantage for frightened.
Roll again. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Ready?
Yep,
Vicious heavy.
that's not any better.
She
Oh
rolled-
wait, she rolled with advantage. All right, we'll call it a wash and go try again next time. All right, next up we've got key 3.
I don't think that was with
Alright.
advantage. think
I
it was-
will.
She might have hit it twice.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it. What's up, key 3?
I will run in to the one attacking Guy, and I'm going to. Can I get there?
Yeah, you get there with your flying shoes.
Okay.
Cloak of levitation. Flying shoes is Lilith.
Oh right, cloak of levitation.
I'm
and
gonna stop.
I'm going
That's
to
flaming wing.
swing into it with my packed weapon.
All right, that is enough for a hit.
All right, and then I will hit again because I get to attack twice.
All right.
I got you, Guy.
All right, you eviscerate that one now. You slay him. Your blade ignites in flames.
Thank you very much. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's about to get worse. An enormous crocodile leaps out of the water and attempts to clamp its jaws around Guy.
Smiling. It's a somber occasion.
Is he? Isn't he?
He's not within my range.
Not within 10 meters.
He's not within 10 feet.
Well, it's and the crocodile doesn't give a shit. This giant crocodile does not care, and that is a 15 versus AC.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it clamps its jaws around you, and you are grappled, and you are restrained.
Okay,
and you're taking no small amount of damage.
oh, it's all good.
Okay, so you are taking 20 damage.
Okay.
From that bite.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right, so this giant crocodile has leaped out of the water and clenched Guy in its jaws. And now it is attempting to move back and drag him into the water.
No.
This is exactly how these things work. All right, Penn, you're up.
Ambush predator.
All right, so I have a combo move in mind I want to run by you.
Okay, are you
So
going to
do-
throw Noodle at him?
Equivalently, I want to use Noodle's attack roll, though, not mine. So essentially, I'm thinking I have Noodle in my hand by the tail, and
Okay.
I'm going to run up here, and I'm essentially going to pull, like, think like Indiana Jones whip, just trying to constrict right around the neck of the alligator. So would that be him attempting to constrict? Like, can I just...
No, that is an attack roll by you using your pet as an implement.
All right.
But afterwards, your pet could make an attack roll to grapple it and hold it tighter with
Okay.
advantage from your attack roll.
So it's just a straight attack roll, or is that strength? Or
That would be a strength attack roll, or even a dexterity attack roll, because it's kind of a finesse weapon.
okay, well, it's the same. So,
Is a snake not a finesse weapon?
so it's a straight D20 with no difference, I believe. Let's see.
Yep.
Is a 19 enough?
A 19 is enough. So you charge in, swinging your enormous python around your head. You whip it at this crocodile, and just like Indiana Jones, it wraps around the neck of the crocodile.
I got you, Guy.
All right, now you're.
Not quite sure how that helps.
It was a lot of fun. Now your noodle
Can't swallow me.
can make a roll to attack it with advantage.
Okay, so it's to constrict is melee weapon attack plus 6 to hit. So I'll do that. You said with advantage?
Yep.
So I'll just roll 2 20s and I'll add 6 to each
'Kay.
after it's done. Oh.
Oh, that looks like a crit. Womp womp womp.
Just choke it to death.
So he constricts tightly around this enormous crocodile. And what have you got for damage? Roll twice as much damage for me.
Oh shit! So that's I've got that in my notes. I actually have this. This was something I put in.
We need to get you a card for this snake.
So it doesn't.
Constricts the enemy.
Yeah, straight up.
You wrote this yourself, did you?
I did.
2d4 plus 4, or 2d8 plus 4.
2d8 plus 4. Thank you. All right.
So roll 4d8 plus 4, and it is grappled.
Is it 48 plus 4 or 48 plus 8?
So it's
48 plus 4.
22 total. Damn.
22 total damage to this crocodile. All right, so that Guy, make a dexterity save to get out of its jaws. So go with dexterity acrobatics or
Acrobatics.
athletics, whatever you want to do.
Well, I mean, if you give me athletics, I'll try to do that.
Sure. All right, so as Noodle constricts around the throat of this crocodile, its jaws wrench open, and you quickly pry yourself free and make your escape.
Woo.
And now we go back to the top of the round with Guy.
Yeah, just what got eaten, panicked, looked down at this crocodile, and fuck off, eh? And I cast Cause Fear on him.
Cause fear. All
Yeah.
right, let's see.
15 wisdom save.
Let's see if this crocodile has any wisdom.
Oh
And
god.
I checked, and it does not.
It is not afraid.
It's not.
You're a snack. It's not afraid of the snacks. Okay. Next up, we've got. Now we go back to the
I would
lizard
like to
guys.
move- I would like to move as well and just run back there. Now that he's
Yeah.
not adjacent to me.
That's probably a good plan.
Yeah.
All right, this lizard guy is going to keep running up on Lucy.
Oh, great. Okay.
Make a wisdom save.
He's okay.
Nice.
And then he makes a great club swing. Waha! 18 versus your AC, Lucy.
14.
14? All right. So he hits you. You take 7 damage with his great club. Gives you a good clock across the face. And then he comes in with a bite, and he gets a 18 on that bite.
Yeah.
And then he comes at you with another 8 damage.
Another 8, hey?
Yep.
What does that put me?
This is the first room.
I was about to say, geez.
I'm getting destroyed here.
All right.
You into single digits yet?
No, not yet.
I'm
Okay.
holding on.
I'll race.
They're all much squishier than you are. All right. Next up is Richard.
All right, I am going to attack the lizard folk attacking Lucy.
Okie dokie.
So, once again, packed longsword.
All right. Send it his way. That is a hit.
And 21. Is he eviscerated, or do I need to also cast Eldritch Smite?
He is still kicking, just barely.
Eldritch Smite!
All right.
And that's 3d8.
It doesn't matter. There's no possible number that you could roll that would not be enough. And he is just destroyed. Your Eldritch Might vaporizes him into a pile of lizard man bones directly in front of Lucy's eyes.
Thank you.
So yeah, all that's left is this giant crocodile, and it's Lucy's go.
All right, so the crocodile. I think I'm gonna move up a little bit here because I feel like my Hold on, I'm having just a little bit of problem. There
Okay.
we go.
Yeah, Penn's just put 2 and 2 together and realized that he has a strength modifier of 0, and he's holding a giant alligator on a leash. He was like, "Oh, wait."
What you're telling me is you're about to go on a trip.
Unless everyone does something real quick.
I just picture like the kid holding on to the leash with the really big dog and just
You gonna give him that point blank heavy shot?
Yeah, I'm going to do the vicious heavy.
All right.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna try and press it one time this time.
All right. Okay, so for the giant crocodile, I think that might be enough because it's just a creature. Yep, you got him. So yeah, you nail that giant crocodile for 17 damage. So there's an audible thunk and a spurt of blood as it lodges deep in the bone of this creature as you quickly ready another bolt.
Do I still get that dagger from when they shot it at me at first?
The javelin?
The javelin? Yeah, you still have the javelin. It's, you pull it out of you.
I'd like to pull it out of me.
All right. Gonna try and load it in your crossbow?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, this crocodile can take a lot of hits.
Do I have another go?
No, that was your go.
That was-
You're a cannon. You just do a massive amount of damage, and then you can wait for your next round. All right. Next up is Key 3.
okay. I'm going to see this and go, nope, 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 and back up a little bit.
That's probably the correct answer.
And I'm gonna cast Chill Touch as I'm just yelling, nope, 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 nope.
He
All right.
is grappled, technically.
It is grappled. It is restrained with the snake, although the snake can't technically restrain it because it's not a large enough creature.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you can just choke the snake out.
So 25 certainly is going to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit, and it is just scales begin to fleck off the side of this creature as the rot creeps up in it, but it is still going strong. All right, next up is the crocodile, and it has got a snake around its neck, and it's gonna have a pen snack.
Oh no! Will it have to try to break the grapple to do that?
No, it does not require that. It is a very large creature. Your grapple does not hold it in place because you do not have the strength or size to do so. but it does have disadvantage on biting you.
Woo.
And thank God it does, because the high number was 20.
Oh.
So you probably wouldn't have survived that, but you survived this. It misses. Its jaws clamp down at your face with an audible snap, and some swamp water flies out at you. And then it turns and swings its massive, meaty, scaly tail at you.
Can I move out of the way? From behind him.
Is that gonna pull me? Is my stick long enough?
Well, you can't, Lucy. You can't move yet because you had to do it before the end of your turn.
Oh, that's okay.
You hold on to the end of because he's a python. He's fairly long. You're holding on to the end of Noodle, but this tail comes your way for 14 versus your AC.
That hits.
All right. Make a strength save for me.
Oh, well.
All right. You take
Oh, cool.
20 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
All right, and 14, and you are knocked prone.
Oh, man.
So you lose your grip on Noodle.
No, Noodle.
So Noodle keeps on going, and it's your go. And this thing has gone back deeper into the water with Noodle.
No, Noodle.
Shit.
Oh, man. So I'm prone.
Yeah, you're prone, so you need to get up, and then you maybe have half a movement and an attack.
Man.
Just go for 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Oh, yeah, we get that now. I forgot that's double the Eldritch fun.
Sorry, I shouldn't be saying that. You should make your own decisions.
Actually,
just Richard from the back. Eldritch Blast!
Actually, since my turn was right after that, because I know I'm supposed to do it as a reaction, but can I say it's a reaction since he just hit me?
What is it?
Hellish Rebuke.
Sure. Hellish Rebuke him.
All right, so we're gonna...
It's an ability when you're hit.
I have a feeling this isn't gonna roll right. I'm gonna click it anyway, but I don't think it's gonna roll right. It's not clicking at all for some reason. Oh, cast at what level? We can cast up to level 2, right? 3? 2, 3?
I think you can only cast it to level 2. I don't think you got 3 yet.
You have 3.
Yeah, we did. We got it at level 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Boom.
Oh no, pardon me. Hang on, let me check that. I should know
That
this.
didn't
I
roll
play
it, did
Warlocks
it?
all the friggin' time.
We do
I
have
was
I mean, I have a level 3 spell.
Yeah, so if you have a level 3 spell slot, you should be able to cast at level 3.
okay,
Yeah,
well,
I just haven't changed my list.
Higher level cast, 7 more damage, 12 fire damage,
did that not
15.
roll the...
dexterity save.
That didn't roll the actual roll, though, did it?
The actual roll?
Oh, it's a... Never mind,
It's a
it's not
save.
that kind of spell. It's a
Yeah,
save.
no, it's a save.
You right? Look at y'all knowing stuff.
All right, so I mean, it's a big creature. It's not terribly dexterous. It gets a 10, so it does not save. So it takes that hellish rebuke damage.
I'm pissed. It took Noodle. Knocked me on my ass.
You control Noodle. You can tell Noodle to let go.
I mean, yeah, if it's swimming away, like, actively, I'm gonna do that while in my mind being like, come back, let go, come on.
Like, come back, Noodle. Come back. It's gonna be okay. All right. Well, now it's Noodle's turn. What are you gonna tell Noodle to do?
I'm like, come back. Just, I love you, come back.
All right. So you can control Noodle. So if you want him to let go and come back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get him to let go and come on back, because no. We had our moment of greatness, and then it went horribly wrong.
So this creature sinks beneath the surface of the water. You can no longer see it, and Noodle pops his head back above the water and comes towards you.
I'm imagining kind of a snake puppy thing.
Yeah.
Kind of that excited. I got him. Did you see me? I did so good.
Pen just coughs up some blood.
Yeah, I think I broke some ribs.
More than a few ribs. All right. And now we're out of combat.
Oh, what the hell was I thinking, eh?
So,
So-
I think maybe we should avoid going up to the water. If
I should
possible.
avoid being brave at all costs. Oh, my ribs. Oh.
I'm just gonna kiss Noodle on the nose real quick, and I'm still prone, so I'm just gonna fall backward and look at everybody behind me and be like, "So, who's really hurt?" On a scale,
Well, Pen, why don't you move away from the water first?
like, okay, I'm just gonna reach up a hand.
I'm just gonna pick him up.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I want.
Just like drag him away from the shoreline.
Oh no, not even that. Just like over the shoulder, and then Pen's. Who's really hurt?
yeah. Who on a scale of 1 to 30? No, I'm kidding.
How would you rate your pain?
Because I'm and there's just a little bit of blood.
Well, yeah, I'm perfectly fine, but I think Guy
I
and
got-
Lucy got hit.
Yeah,
Um,
I got
Yeah.
2 sets of crocodile teeth across the chest, so yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 30 minutes and I'll be fine.
Perforated.
let me
We have 30 minutes.
do we?
You tell me, eh?
Who knows? Let me see what I've got here in yield. Where is that spell? Why is it so? Oh, it's right here. Do. So, man, I'm on. I think nobody else is rough yet, though. Ugh. Guy, how
Nobody?
hurt? I mean, Guy and I are really hurt, but not everybody's hurt because, like, I'm looking at my staff and feeling I was like, we only have so much of this thing, right? Like,
here, and I hand you one of the eggs.
oh, like, which is it?
It's the D12 large.
Oh, I'm gonna as who I am, I'm gonna offer it to Guy and be like, thank you, and then I'm gonna prompt it to Guy because he got bit first.
For sure, absolutely. Thank you. Munch, munch, munch.
All right.
Okay, that's a good start.
You know what? To heck with it. We need it. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mass Cure Wounds. I think because 3 of us are really hurt. So
Yeah, Lucy took a couple hits.
yeah, we need it.
Being all quiet and brave, but she's bleeding all over the place while she's doing
Oh, I
it.
forgot I could spit on them, right?
Yeah, you got your breath. You just
Like once per long rest.
yeah. Once she can hawk up that dragon breath.
Yeah,
Well,
one is it once per?
Once per long rest.
Okay.
So save it for the right opportunity, and you'll lay down that
Okay,
poison
I'm glad
breath.
I didn't use it then.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'd tell me to stop then.
There might be more giant crocodiles. You never know.
All right. So
the only
it's
reason
3D.
that
Yeah,
I
there
learned
was
to
a regular
spell was
sized
'cause I panicked.
All right, let me roll this up. It's 3. Everyone gets 3d8 plus 4 back, and I'll roll it real quick. So 3d8, and then so 18. Everybody gets 18 hit points back.
All right.
Yeah,
And
I'm
we can
full health after 7.
Huzzah, I'm close.
we can only do
That
that.
got me close.
Yeah, and we can't do. I mean, we could do that again, but I'd really prefer not to because we run a great risk if we do that again.
I think I'm okay.
Oh, I meant later.
No.
So about that whole "hey, let's run in" thing, I'm beginning to detect a pattern, and it's rarely a good idea. It only took
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 times at this point, but I'm really starting to think.
I didn't know if anybody was going to go in the water. I'll be honest with you. I was like, you're never going to go in the water. But Guy stood right at the edge. And the only thing I could think is like when the gazelle goes up to the water to have a drink, and then it's just like snap and it's gone.
Oh yeah. I think he forgot that Black Cherry wasn't here, and he started trying to impress people.
Yeah.
Oh, I love my
Oh,
snake.
let's move before the crocagator come back with all his buddies, eh?
And perhaps as we move forward, we don't announce our presence. And maybe we can get the jump on somebody else instead of them, throwing javelins at us.
We did kind of
She
mention.
says this while looking up at Richard very pointedly.
Gonna break the javelin off. Kind of looking down.
All right.
Oh, wrong way.
Well, let's go, eh?
All right.
He said, bravely not moving until somebody else did.
Somebody else lead the way, please.
I will sneak ahead.
Okay.
I'm taking lead.
I'll
just-
come up behind.
All right.
Just somewhere in the middle.
Can you please put me right in front of?
Sneaking along, and the two monsters just tromp past.
Do a perception check
Who?
as you move past all this water.
No, please.
Oh, God's above. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you guys don't see shit.
Are we all doing it or just them?
Anybody who's walking through here.
Oh, well then. Perception. Boot.
Nope. Lucy, you're our last hope. In the skills,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
perception.
Oh. Okay.
Oh boy.
Is that good?
No, you want high numbers.
High number.
That is Guy, you're still a little woozy from being partially devoured. But you think you hear sloshing in the water, like something moving through it.
No, I'm right by the water.
Run!
Can I
Damn
run?
it! Run! Go! Go!
I can't move.
Sorry, Keith. We
Oh,
are
no.
not being sneaky.
I am going to take up the rear in this situation.
Okay.
This is not I want to be last. It's I want to make sure everyone else gets through before I do.
All right.
And I summon Atkinson.
Atkinson is summoned.
I don't have a good phrase for that yet. I need to get one.
Right?
Yeah, give me a minute. Oh no.
Call him Rowan.
Is he
That's
in
what I
you
was thinking.
yet? Or
Phrasing. Boom.
Aha! All right. So
no, I think he's like at 50% maybe.
oh boy.
these long halls are kind of branching off in various directions.
Am I leading here?
Well, this is your territory. And Lucy, what you are noticing right away is that there is crudely scribbled on the wall in what you can only assume is likely some kind of blood, a phrase in Draconic.
I can speak Draconic, can't I? I'm pretty sure I can.
You sure can. That is your native tongue. And it says, "This is the sovereign castle of King Galestes. Intruders will be devoured."
Perfect, let's go in. That's exactly
Has
what
everyone gotten through the door?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, everybody can move in.
The door.
I can read that too, and I'm just like, oh.
Just like I can read Draconic too, so this
I can read everything.
I just saw you move back there.
I
Guy
can read
looks at
better.
Lucy. Yeah, Guy looks at Lucy and says, "No, go ahead, go ahead."
I'm
All right
gonna
then.
pause for a second and use armor of shadows. So I have mage armor.
All right.
Yeah, I should do that sometime.
We gotta play this smart, guys. We're a little rough for the wear. We went through one room and boy howdy.
Boy howdy, was it ever a room. This is flashbacks to the Drow Temple.
Yes, but
All
this
right.
is kicking ass.
I'm just gonna take this opportunity to burn the Pearl of Power for today. Give
Okay.
myself a spell slot back,
All right. Pearl of Power is burned for the day.
and I'm back to 2 slots.
And we will get to the rest of this place after a short break.
Yep.
I have no spell slots anymore.
I should have taken that ring from
You had the chance of having 2 rings, didn't you?
No, I was going to give them the other, because that's really the only one that...
Well, ring negotiations going on. Hold on.
A large portion of this stream is ring negotiations.
I'm perfectly happy with mine.
Important aspect of any magical journey is the distribution of rings. Everyone knows this. Well, before we go to break, great Lord of Chaos, if you'd be so kind as to tell our viewers what is happening in a couple of weeks here, the great event we're taking part in.
Oh, well, we are taking part in an epic Dungeons & Dragons Adventures League event in which we will be doing a special stream on Saturday the 22nd, where we will be soliciting some donations for a children's hospital, and we'll be doing this in conjunction with a number of other streams and another number of other games that are going on. And we'll also be doing yet another giveaway of a specially printed deck of many things, which I will have shortly to show off.
Fantastic. Well, let's see if they make it through this swamp with the help of that special new friend. Coming up on Too Many Warlocks. Oh, all right. We're getting back into it while the Warlocks and their guests get ready. I don't know. The last couple of weeks were emotionally taxing, wouldn't you say? Not just in the show, but I had visitation with my kid. It was nice, but Jeffrey, he just keeps talking about his mother's new boyfriend, Gareth. Oh, Gareth has a motorcycle. Oh, Gareth's a rogue and he has leather armor. Well, Gareth doesn't suck people's souls, Jeffrey. I just worry in the prime of his life here, he's following the wrong role models. But speaking of primes, did you know if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you also have Twitch Prime? And you can use that each month to subscribe to a streamer and help support them at no cost to you. Perhaps this month you subscribe to our special guest, Marie. Look for her game tag on her name card there as we come back to Too Many Warlocks.
That intro. Okay. Hello. Welcome back to...
Paid by the word.
So I didn't mean to bring my personal life. We'll get back to the show.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
You know why everything is spelt very weird in French? It's because they paid by the letter.
Haha.
Oh.
By the word like everyone else did. So they just went, let's add like 50 other letters into this word. Like the word oiseau, where none of the letters sound the way they should.
Okay. I would love to talk about linguistics all night, but we have to play Dungeons & Dragons now.
I kind of realized that the second I was about to go into a very, very long rant about how I don't like the French language.
When last we left our heroes, they were being devoured by reptiles.
And saved by one.
And saved by a snake, who is also a reptile, but without legs. Look, we can't discuss animal genealogy all night. We have to play Dungeons & Dragons. And they have decided to progress even further into this domain that has been signaled to be the sovereign territory of this lizard king. And we join them now in progress. So how are we proceeding here?
Considering everyone's past the water, I'm going to take up the front again.
Okay.
Perhaps we should have Luci go in front since she's a little bit more familiar with this.
Yeah.
Lucy
Plus,
could
I think
certainly
she's
take
the
up the
only one
front.
here I think she's here the only one here who's pretty sneaky too, eh?
Mm-hmm.
No offense, Keith. It's hard to sneak when you're on fire all the time. Eh?
Well, what's at the end of this hallway here?
Well, at the end of this end of the hallway, there is just this kind of small enclave, completely cobblestone walls, a little overgrown. There's occasionally roots poking up in between the stones and lifting everything up. There's some destroyed tables, and there's also some makeshift bedding in there from what you assume is where some of the lizard people were laying their heads at night.
Should we go check it out?
You're certainly welcome to.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Can we go up? All right. Let's go.
All right, go on up.
Oh, I gotta get my window.
Nope.
So no one's following up behind me here?
I am. I can't move my.
I think I need body
I
guys.
I have to move Richard for him. So. All right. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm going to stay at this corner and watch to the south.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on buddy system.
All right.
Is there anything interesting inside the...
There is a bundle of bedding and a couple of destroyed chairs in this room.
I'm gonna kick the bedding around.
All right.
Nothing comes out?
Well, something comes out.
Oh no.
Not a good something, but if something comes out.
Oh,
I need you to make a Constitution save for me.
God damn it.
no. No more looking at beddings. All right, Constitution.
All of us?
Constitution save, just her, because she walked up and kicked it.
Okay. That's the one to the very left here under dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Did it go twice again?
No.
Nope, it went perception, then Constitution, so that's a 6. Not quite enough.
What's that bite me?
But I believe you have resistance being a green dragon, so half this amount. But some purple spores kick up and poison you for 5 damage, so just take 2. Being a green dragon, poison doesn't really affect you that much.
Just a little bit of dust, eh? Right.
Yeah.
If there's nothing coming out of the air and there's nothing written on the walls or
No.
stones or anything like that, the secret passageway,
Nothing else to indicate in here.
I guess we're gonna have to go down.
All right.
Move down. Just come with me.
Yeah, Richard is following.
Yeah.
Very close.
Sticking close to Lucy.
Follow behind.
Does anyone have anything we can throw in there that can like see anything inside the next room? I don't want to go into the next room by myself.
Okay.
I can shoot something into the room, but that's
Wait, I have a better idea. I'm going to hold on to Noodle's tail and just be like, just stick your head just barely around that corner and tell me like a little periscope, but I can't see through it.
And how are you going to get this information from Noodle?
I'm just essentially going to say, okay, this means there is something in there. This means there isn't any like thing living in there. Good.
Okay.
I'm gonna share a look with Atkinson, who's on my shoulder. Just kind of a.
I have to give you Atkinson. That reminds me. All right, so Noodle peers around the corner.
Atkinson is only ever on my person. I don't think you need to give me an Atkinson.
Well, I'll put him on top of you, and then you can move him if you want to. Well, I guess I can move him. Boop. All right,
And I'm
so
staying where I am, watching, make sure we don't get snuck up
watch
by
from
a
a distance.
crocodile.
All right, Noodle pokes his snake head around the corner, and flicks his tongue a couple times, and then he comes back.
And what does he say?
He's a snake. He doesn't say anything. He shakes his head up and down.
Oh shit. Guys, there's something around the corner.
Thank you so much, Insomniac.
Aren't we all though?
So, the real question though is, was it to the left or to the right? 1 nod for left, 2 nods for right. 3 nods if there's both way.
Yeah, that's a lot of math for a snake.
Is your snake just like Just flicks his tongue at you a couple times.
I'm just gonna pet him and be like, "You did good, regardless."
The idea of left and right to a creature without appendages.
All right. Well, there's stuff up there, so whoever's sneaky, and I look over at our dragonborn or our halfling, either one.
Well,
Get up and look around and just look around the corner without them seeing me, or is there?
well, there is a skill for that. It's called stealth.
Yeah. Can I stealth up?
You sure can, but you got to roll a stealth roll to see how stealthy you are.
Okay, wait. Which way should I stealth mode here, guys?
So, well, if you go under your skills where it says stealth and click on that, you'll get a stealth roll. And if you get a really high number, you'll become invisible.
And that's under where? Sorry.
Under skills on the left-hand side.
Okay, yeah. I meant in which direction should I go?
Oh, where should you go?
I mean, if you want to just look ahead. Oh, Keithrie's got an idea.
Left.
Left.
Left? Into the little room?
Lucy,
Yes.
could you bring your microphone a little closer to your face?
Hello? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
there we go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Should I go left into the little room here?
I guess so. That's what Keithree. She's our.
Can I stealth up?
expert.
All right, so I'm going to
Stealthist.
stealth in.
Give me that stealth roll.
You don't have to go all the way, and you just need to peek around the corner.
All right.
Yeah.
You are the knight.
I am the stealthiest.
You are the knight. So you can move around that corner into that room. You notice it's difficult to see with the cobblestones in this particular map, but blocking the hallway leading forward, there appears to be this broken bed frame laying in the way. But as you round the corner in this room, you see a portion of this room is flooded. There's an old moldy table and another one of these bedrolls inside.
Okay. All right, let's just go in then.
All right.
All right.
Show me where you go.
Anyone coming behind me or no one?
Well, if they come
Your
behind you,
stealth
you won't have the benefit of your stealth.
Oh, that's true. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go up.
Oh,
So wait, stealth means that
I'm-
if I go into this room, they won't be able to see me, or I'm just...
Well, I mean, it's people are having a harder time detecting you.
Okay.
So if you
I'll
move
move up.
forward,
Can I move forward now?
Yep.
One more? All right.
there's another room here.
Oh. All
You
right.
can't see inside it yet until you go deeper in.
Oh, there's more to the room. Okay.
I'm going to stay within 30 feet of her without
Yeah.
getting into the next room.
Same here.
You can go a little bit further. So you got to go right in. You got to go right inside to check it out. So this room is not flooded. It has a tattered up bedroll in the corner as well, and it has this large table in there. There is also, if you make a perception check, there may be something else you can find.
All right. Cool. Perception. I'll put that in. All right. I'm gonna press the button now. Hopefully it'll.
Oh, I can move them.
Can I
Can't move
perception
items.
roll now?
Go for it. Oh, that's a high number. You found it.
I found one.
So you found, tucked in the corner, in just the wedge between this rotted old table and the wall, there is a bright red book.
Interesting.
And the book has a symbol of a dragon with 5 heads.
Ah, scheiße.
And I'm
And-
going,
Dangling down from the book is a necklace that looks like a dragon's head kind of curled around into itself with spines along its neck.
Does it open up or anything?
No, it's just like an amulet.
Have I picked it up yet?
You've noticed it. You can pick it up if you want.
Oh man, anything I pick up, it's probably gonna like poison me or something.
I'm gonna reach out with my mind. Well, I'm reaching out with my mind.
Can you
I'm
get
gonna-
Noodle to pick it up?
Wow, Noodle is not my just get hurt device.
Can I borrow your snake?
Speaking
I'm
of
gonna reach.
snakes, can someone move Atkinson for me?
Before we go in this room, I'm gonna reach out with my mind because that was why I was staying in range, and I'm gonna speak through my telepathic mind to her and just be like, "Do you see anything? Like, are we good to follow?"
It's clear, guys. Come on in. Yeah. I
Okay.
telepathically say it back.
So I'm going to come in this corner and do you? So what? Do you see when we-
Nothing's flooded, so no crocodiles
Yay.
are coming in. I think that person should stay right there in the corridor just in case.
Well, this is Guy's job.
This is where Guy stays.
Oh, a key 3 will see Guy hanging back and go.
Does
Keep
Penn
him
see
company.
this book?
All right, I'll pick up the book.
All right, you pick up the book.
Can we examine it?
You certainly can examine it.
What's the first page that opens when I open it up?
The first page that opens up is Chronicle of Cal Rael, Priest of the Dragon Cult.
Dragon Call. Okay. And does it say anything about the amulet?
It doesn't say anything about the amulet.
I picked up the amulet by now, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. None of the scales move. It's not a locket or anything. There's no pictures.
None of the scales move. It's not a locket or anything. But now that you pick it up and the dust flecks off of it, you can see that it's actually a green dragon curled in on itself.
Okay. Well, what are we gonna do with this?
Well, you're digging it because this is like
All right, I'm putting it on then.
this is like if you saw something that was your sign and it was like, oh, this is really cool.
I'm putting it on. Can I
All right, you put it on.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
magic. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens right now, but it looks kind of nice on you, and you feel pretty good about it.
Oh, good. I don't get any extra points for this or anything.
Well, we'll see. Patience is a virtue.
I want it to happen now.
Let me.
My now moment.
I'm gonna head over to where Guy and key 3 are.
Yeah, I think we should all go.
Let me help real quick while we're here, because I see her pick up this book and this amulet, and I'm gonna be like, "Can I make an Arcana?"
She's like shaking the amulet. Do something. She's like,
Hello?
Can I take an Arcana check on the amulet, or is that out of my?
you can try.
All right.
You can play Dungeons and Dragons as much as you want. Now we'll turn my mug around.
Also,
Take
as
a long sip.
As I'm looking at this amulet, I'm gonna say I can hold on to that book if you'd like to. And I'll tell you what this amulet does, because apparently I know.
Do you know?
It's pretty likely.
And she said she's wearing the amulet, so you're saying this while holding her wrist.
Yeah, I'm like looking at it.
He's just like,
Tugging on it.
he's just like, give me the book. Come on, man. It's just like, okay. So, Pen, you're able to discern that this amulet contains some kind of energy associated with green dragons. And it's not uncommon for members of the dragon cult to have certain artifacts and items imbued with kind of the powers and abilities of certain types of dragons.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to, before relaying this, be like, "Can I see that book, please?"
I don't know. You were bragging about it earlier that they gave you a book of some sort.
Yes, my book holds other books, so essentially it allows me to make a copy of any book that I come into possession of.
Okay. I'll
And
keep it.
so, in
So you
theory,
get a copy. So do I get the copy back?
we can get into that. I'm poking it into my bag. We'll get into that later, but I can tell you what that amulet does right now, though. That amulet is actually associated with dragons, and since that is a green dragon, it is associated with your.
I'm a green dragon.
I want to be very PC. Is it race, breed? Is it cold?
Your particular color spectrum of dragonkin.
Your kin, of dragon. It is specifically it should lend some sort of energy or power to you based on who you are as an individual.
Interesting.
I know, right? Aren't you glad I told you? Let's go.
Yeah, thank you. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
I'm just trying to get everybody's mind off this book because, like,
It was, what book? I don't
what
even
book?
know.
Can I stealth mode through the next one?
You can stealth again.
Is that bad?
No,
you
it's
just
fine.
gotta roll it again.
There's no good or bad.
Is that good? Well, I don't know. You have this inquisitive thing.
Look, this is part of what I do to always keep you guessing. So go ahead, give me another stealth roll. All right,
As
you
she
are
goes on,
you are still the knight.
The stealthiest.
You are the stealthiest giant dragon lady around.
I look over at Keithree and Richard
Play D&D.
and Penn as they walk up, and I like this one. She's very brave. Eh?
Sure.
Watching her head down the hallway.
Right, you
She
ready?
gave me a book. I love it.
All right,
Well,
you're
can I
heading.
walk back?
You're gonna head.
I'm gonna end up having- Is it too late? Okay.
Well, I mean, you could ask for it back. Are you gonna head down the hallway?
Yeah, I'm going to head down the hallway here.
Okay.
Hold on, I just can't see the map.
Sure.
We used to be the nice party. Now we're stealing shit from our guests. And
No, I can jot things down quickly. I could make a copy of it if I wanted.
Hang on just a second there, Chief.
I'm just gonna move
as
behind.
as you move past this pool,
No! I didn't
Yeah.
realize there was a pool there.
This is why you gave me the book.
No, give me the book back. Maybe it has magical spells or something.
Oh, no.
What kind of rogue are you? If
Wow.
All
a
right,
regular-sized crocodile
oh,
guys, you guys are gonna have to help me here.
doesn't see you and shuffles around in the water, so it peeks up a little bit and then sinks back down.
crap.
there you go.
I can't see it anymore.
You know where it is because you saw it move a little bit. You get an idea that portion of it's not really deep, so you can kind of see it at the edge.
Did she like pause while she was walking? Like, did she kind of?
Yeah, she would have stopped the moment she saw it moving.
So I'm gonna call out with my awakened mind and be like, "What do you? Why did you stop? What do you see?" It's telepathic.
Oh, you're telling me.
Yeah, he
I'm
can talk to
asking.
you with his mind, and you can talk back.
I saw a little not dragon. I saw an alligator, and he's come up, but he's going back down. So I don't know if I should keep proceeding through.
Richard's going to sigh. Just
Well,
keep
aren't I really stealthy, right?
You're really stealthy.
It
You,
did not see you at
you
all.
got the impression that if it wanted to, if it knew you were there, it'd probably be lunging for you right now.
Yeah. I'll say back with awakened mind. If it didn't see you, you might as well continue, and we'll just handle it on the way.
I'm gonna move on forward since the
'Kay.
crocodile can see me.
It does not attack you.
All right.
Convenient.
So
pen.
is there a certain amount of stealth rolls that I can make?
No, you can make stealth rolls all day,
Like,
and I'll tell you if you have to make a new one.
okay, all right.
So
well,
right now you can keep that 24
mhm.
and keep on moving forward if you like.
So, Richard, what are you trying to tell me?
So pen.
Yeah.
She stopped for a moment. What was that about?
So there is an alligator, a little one, not a big one. Not that I'm too eager to see another one, period. But, there's one in that pond up there, but he didn't see her. Now, us, on the other hand.
Cool. We're going to have to fight.
Oh,
There is a 0% chance I will get past stealthily.
Hey,
aren't you handy?
we can hit it from afar since, I don't think the crocodile is going to have a crossbow to shoot back at us.
I'm going to back up
no.
just a little bit. So, Pen, this is my suggestion.
That's why we call you the brains of this operation. Eh?
Pen, this is my
Yeah.
suggestion. Take it or leave it. I am going to fire 2 Eldritch blasts at the alligator. Would you also
Okay.
blast 2 Eldritch blasts at the alligator?
Hey, why don't we just make it a hat trick +1 and why don't we all 4 shoot 2 Eldritch blasts at
Lucy, because you're a rogue who is hidden from this creature, you can make an advantage attack against it. So you roll 2 dice and take the higher amount,
Sure.
and you'd automatically get sneak attack damage on it. So you can just ready your heavy crossbow and pin this thing to the ground if you want to.
When you guys are ready.
All right. Well, you can make the roll right now if you like.
Now? Yeah, I'll make the whole roll right
All right. So before you make the roll,
now. Okay.
on your character sheet, if you go near the top,
Okay.
It says advantage, normal, and disadvantage.
Yes.
Click on advantage first,
Okay.
and then go ahead and click on vicious heavy crossbow.
That's fantastic.
That's one heck of an advantage.
Yep, that is a solid roll. So there's an audible thunk as this massive bolt is launched from your heavy crossbow.
It's gonna come out and bite me, I think.
No.
I hope not.
Is he dead?
It's
Right. What's it
not dead, but it's not doing good either. So this tears into this thing and the water begins to turn red. And this massive crossbow bolt is sticking up out of it as it begins to try and limp its way out of the water now.
Can I back up a little just in case?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I got
I'm gonna-
this is a 30 foot.
It says it's a
boulder.
vicious. It says it's a vicious weapon. Is that? I mean, it criticals on 19s and 20s because she rolled
Oh, that's true.
19, which would have done even more damage.
It would have done even more damage, and it's we'll add it. We'll say it's dead. It doesn't have a whole lot of health, but yeah, you just annihilate it. You.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. If when you roll a 20, you do an extra 2d6. So pardon me. Take it back. Sorry, I should check before I speak instead of after.
For shame. All right. Well,
It's undead.
it's undead. It's still kicking.
I'm gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blasts right now.
All right, hit it.
That was a
Yeah, that's enough.
That's the critical. Yeah, I'm just prescient. I saw a critical coming.
All right, so that's the first one, and then the
the
second.
second one.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Well done. Boom.
All right, so where there was a crocodile, there is now a slurry.
Well,
Ew.
I guess that's solved.
We can make a purse.
Yeah, there's some
And maybe,
some shreds of crocodile skin.
Pen, maybe we don't need to gather every dead thing.
I'll have you know.
Ever so slightly, just kind of a pen. You're insulting Atkinson.
Well, I have noodle too, but
And you're insulting Noodle as well.
they're made of wood. I don't actually know how that magic works, but all right. Well, good. Just from afar, as soon as it happened, I'm just like,
Did someone take the alligator skin? No one?
no, you're welcome to have it if you want it.
I mean, there.
I have alligator skin.
Traps.
Uh,
Somebody take the teeth. That way, 6 months from now, the alligator can come back from the dead and haunt us across half of the continent.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a Mercenary of Mischief reference for those of you that watch on Sunday nights.
No, I'm surprised that guy didn't come after me. I took one of his teeth.
Oh yeah, you did.
you have no idea.
I haven't forgotten.
Uh-oh.
I'm so
Uh-oh.
sorry.
The dungeon master never forgets.
Wait, whose teeth did you take?
He
Good
took a
right.
Dracolich's on his first episode in.
Oh boy. Fun.
Well, I took one of the regular teeth. It was Redan and everyone else that took the golden, shiny ones.
All right, so
Anyway,
you guys
go around this corner.
see at the end of this hallway, there is a stairway leading down.
Oh, hey, basement.
Can I stealth down that too?
You sure can if you want.
Is there anything else other than stealth?
Well, I mean, there's lots of other skills, but I mean, stealth is your best for moving silently.
Okay. I'll go down. I'll go down the stairs silently, I guess.
All right.
Oh, I have to roll, right?
You can give yourself a roll, or you can just keep your 24. Really, I mean,
I'll keep my 24 then.
probably a good call.
So do I just go down here?
Yeah, go on down and change scenes.
Well, I'm down here by myself, though, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm going to put everybody else down here because I imagine they're going to follow you eventually.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna wait 5 seconds so she can have a Little head start with stealth, but then immediately go down.
All right. So you see this tiny space open up, and at the end of this tiny space, there's this massive room. And in this room, there is the skeleton of a dragon draped over a massive pile of gold.
Hmm.
So I'm going to say this right now. Trap, but
My undead senses are tingling.
It's a trap.
my common senses are tingling.
So does my stealth still work when I go in here? Or?
Oh yeah, your stealth works. So as you peer around the corner, you see a lizard person sitting atop a throne of bones, and you can very easily see that throughout this room there are a number of skeletons everywhere that appear to be largely humanoid, of various types. You see this guy sitting on this throne of bones. He's adorned with various feathers. He has a kind of trident staff, and he is grabbing from a pile of guts and meat, just bits, and he's feeding them to these crocodiles around him.
Ask if he was friendly, but I guess not. All right. Well, anyone want to go in? Or am I going to be the one to go in?
Is she? Are you asking this?
Why
Of,
we are here, eh?
Are you going to
I'm telepathically telling them all this information.
well, you don't have that ability. You're gonna have to wait for him to link up with you. You might have to go back and whisper to them.
I'm like a one-way walkie-talkie. But yeah, if I saw you poking out, I would have done it anyways. I would have been like, so, what's up?
Can
How's
I
it going?
scream at them? Oh, you
Yep.
can scream on top. Yeah, I want to scream at them. Tell them to come down.
Oh no, another Richard.
Oh,
And who trespasses in my domain?
Oh no, I scrolled too far.
Keithy runs into battle.
Pen, I
He's
guess,
gonna-
sees what's going on because
I'm just gonna dial back, and he's looking around because he
No.
heard you yell. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Because he heard Lucy yell, and now he's kind of peering up from his pile of bones.
Richard is just kind of looking at everyone, giving them a quick shh kind of thing, and then he just walks forward.
And you notice that there are a number of like spears and tridents poking out of the head of this dragon skeleton.
Yep.
all right.
And I am.
Go behind here. Can I move? Or?
Oh, you can move. He's peering around. He hasn't caught view of you guys yet.
Oh, I thought I came into view. No, I meant to be in view.
Okay. Oh, you meant to be in view? Okay.
So,
right.
there, I suppose.
And then he says, "You are trespassing. Leave or be devoured."
I want to talk to him.
I've come to
Richard,
strike a bargain.
What bargain could you offer me, fleshy thing?
I can offer you a new home, a place free of war, and a lot of monsters to kill. Why be king of a ruin when you can be king above?
It is not the ruin, it is the whole lands around the swamp that is my kingdom. You're the ones that scared away my men.
Scared away?
Aren't you?
at this point, I'm going to poke around Richard, just like, hey, hi. Are you a necromancer? I've heard grand tales of necromancers from the swamps, but I've never met one in person.
I am a king,
of course, Your Majesty. And I take off my hat and bow a little bit. And I'm like, but does the king dabble in the dark arts is my question.
Well, I've never been one for artistry.
Pen?
I just look at her. Yes.
I don't think your tactic is working.
But
Just let me know if he does anything. As they're talking, I'm just approaching along the wall.
oh shit.
Yep.
He doesn't do anything, but your old friend, who's still got a little bit of Guy's outfit hanging off of his teeth,
Yep, fair enough.
and has one of Lucy's crossbow bolts still sticking out of him.
I'm moving a little closer.
What?
Trying
Alright,
to.
I'll come closer too.
This is not a. You're still in stealth. It's lovely.
I'm gonna sneak the other way.
Please do.
So you said there's humanoid skeletons. Like, is that the ones we're seeing on the floor?
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Are they like skeletons or are they like skeletons?
They are inert.
Ah, yes. Okay. Temporarily the best kind.
They're not. They don't appear to be threatening you. They just appear to be dead humanoids.
All right.
Is there any weapons on the ground?
You don't see any usable weapons.
Just this dragon on this big pile of beans.
I'm trying to get as close as I can without him freaking out.
So that's a crocodile?
Yeah, there's a little crocodile and a big crocodile.
I'm gonna recommend as I see them moving, and I'm like, hey, you might not want to get too close because my spell has a large radius, and you will get caught in it.
He tosses some of this bloody meat to his crocodiles, and then he says, "Devour them."
No.
And they start to rush up to the nearest targets.
All right.
And we in initiative again.
Ah.
At least they're still kind of grouped.
All right. Oh, I need
Oh,
to do
that's
an
much
initiative
better.
roll.
God,
Yep.
that was.
Is that
Except
under
it doesn't
saving?
matter because everybody else.
That is near the top. It should be right next to your armor class.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yay! I'll get an opportunity.
Key at 16. Key 3 at 10.
Richard is just going to very quickly go, and this is why I hate diplomacy.
It's like anytime there's an opportunity to potentially talk to a necromancer, Ben's like,
Bet your
I
ass.
am blaming this completely on Pen.
What? No. We will talk about this.
"Sir,
after.
I never."
Pen,
Yes.
you drew attention. Don't.
What? You were already talking to it.
Yes, and then you came in. I
Oh,
said,
there's another
"Stay back."
alligator.
We
Someone
can't
help
bicker.
me.
We can't
Can I,
bicker. We gotta
can I
go.
go away?
Nope, you're in that spot. Get back there.
Damn
You
it.
get to move on your turn.
I'm like,
This one runs up on you and goes to take a snap with its jaws. And
They beat me in
guys,
initiative.
there's
Damn it.
two.
yeah, the little crocodiles have the best initiative. And he snaps at you for 18 versus your armor class.
Oh, that hits.
Oh boy.
All right, so Lucy, you are taking 12 damage,
All right.
and you are grappled. So it snaps its jaws down on your leg and holds you tight.
I don't have a shield or anything.
Was she still
You
in
do
stealth?
not. You are a rogue.
Oh, damn.
All right. So next up is top of the round is Guy.
All right. I look at the king.
Uncanny dodge. Damn it.
All right.
Hey, take
I'll
your
remember
pets
that.
and leave this place, eh? And we haven't officially attacked him yet.
You have not officially attacked him yet.
Oh shoot! Is it gonna work?
All right, and he's just got to
Wisdom
make a
save.
wisdom save, right?
15. Yep.
Wisdom save 15 for the king.
Oh boy.
He gets exactly 15.
Bugger. Okay.
Yeah. I hate seeing these
That's
things
one of
coming.
those. All right. And other than that, oh shit, he's going to get an attack of opportunity if I leave, but I'm leaving anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run away, run away, run away.
Oh,
Chomp.
I should probably run away too.
19.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't going anywhere.
oh no.
Okay, grappled me as well. Okay.
Yeah, that's their bite is a grapple.
Yep.
So you try to go away, and his jaws reach out and grab you by the leg.
Yep. And when they've got your leg, you stay. Now. does
Well,
it take
10 damage.
hardly touch me.
Hardly touched you. Just got a limb. All right. After Guy goes to Pen.
All right, so I've been counting out squares trying to make this as effective as possible. Because I think 5, 10, 15, I think I want to throw it right here is where I'm going to throw it. Because it's 5, 10, 15, 20, so that's an edge. So yeah, that should leave Guy just out of it. And 5, 10, okay, I guess I'll throw it here.
Okay.
20-foot circle around this point, and it's going to be Hunger of Hadar. And with it, I'm going to have to scoff a little bit to myself. I'm just going to be like, no one practices the dark arts anymore. I just throw it. It's an insult at this point that it's not a thing. Also, how is that not? It's in my list of spells, but when I click, oh, no, there it goes.
All right. That's about right. Hunger of Hadar.
So that king is in darkness.
He is in total darkness. And what is he? Does he get any initial damage, or what is it?
If you start your turn, any creature starts turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends turn in the area must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage.
Okay, so on the start of his turn, he's just going to take some damage.
Yeah, and it's rough terrain, I believe.
Okie dokie. All right. So after Pen, we go with Lucy.
Can I run away?
You sure can.
Yeah, I'm gonna run. How far can I run?
Oh wait, no, you can't run away because you're grappled.
What? Okay.
This crocodile has you by the leg, and he's not letting go. You can stab him with your venom dagger.
I can only make one attack, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. I don't know. Are these guys? How are they with poison? Can I just poison breath them or something?
You're not sure.
I'll try poison breath.
Okay.
On the crocodile that has my leg.
Well, here's the good thing about your poison breath is that your poison breath is a cone, goes out. So it covers a lot of different guys. You can get both of these guys in it. But as you go to do your poison breath, your new amulet shines with a bright green light, and a power wells up within you, and your poison breath explodes out of you with more force than you've ever felt before. And now these three creatures have to make a Constitution save.
Told you it was cool.
Do a lot of damage.
They all rolled low, so it's time for you to do damage. So what I want you to do is along the left side. If you scroll down, there should be one that has a bunch of dice. One button that has a bunch of dice along the left side.
Along the left side. Sorry, I
Yeah.
don't.
So it's just right under the clock.
Oh, sorry, I don't see it.
Okay.
Is it on my character sheet?
No, it's on the
map on the left
Oh.
side. There's a little row of buttons,
Okay.
and there's one that looks like a D20.
yeah.
D20.
All right.
Okay.
So I want you to roll where it says D6.
Okay.
I want you to roll 5 of them.
Do I just press 5?
Yep. All right. So your poison wastes these two small ones away, and they die.
Perfect.
Blech.
Yes.
Bleh. And you guys don't see it, but you hear the Lizard King coughing and hacking inside the blackness. And now you can move. As its body slackens, you can...
Nothing comes out of them?
Nothing comes out of them.
No.
They're not full of treasure.
Well, that's what happens on most games. How about
Maybe a finger.
You can move 5 squares away. All right. And that's your turn.
all right?
Next up, we've got Richard. Then Keith.
Oh, cool. All right. So Guy is right there,
Yep.
and Atkinson is around my arm. Yeah, I'm going to do something which Guy would find incredibly stupid. I'm going to run over here.
All right.
That's
Oh, I'm perfectly okay with other people doing stupid things.
that's about 5 squares. And I'm going to kind of try to impale my sword
Okay.
into its brain twice.
Okay.
And it has to make a wisdom save.
This creature is fine.
Okay. Still, packed longsword.
Okay.
That misses terribly. And that won't hit.
Nope. But you dive at it and you're swinging madly and you can't seem to get through its scales. You can't find a good section. You're just hitting it on all the hardest parts.
Yeah.
I got you, Guy.
Last thing I'd like to do is I'd like to use Atkinson to bite the
Bite
crocodile.
into it. All right.
Yeah. That's 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Crap, I also need to roll a d20 for it, don't I?
Yeah.
Misses again, terribly. Okay, never mind.
Just can't get his fangs in there. Can't find purchase. All right. Next up is Keith.
I am so sorry.
I am going to cast True Strike. Oh no, never mind. That's a 30-foot range. Never mind. 5, 10, 15. So I'm going to move first and then cast True Strike.
All right.
So I should be able to move. Oh no. My screen keeps scrolling when I grab the menu. There we go. So I'll move there and cast True Strike, pointing at the big crocodile.
All right.
And say, I'm coming to get you.
All right. So if you, you get advantage on the next attack. Okay, perfect.
I have a question.
So, what's up? What's your question?
Does Noodle get a turn, or is that only if I do it on my turn?
Noodle gets a turn on your turn.
Oh, okay.
So, did you have something you wanted him to do? I don't know if he's close enough.
Just he has enough movement to do it. I was just going to tell him to go not let that swallow Guy. And essentially
no,
same thing.
no, what happens next is a death roll, and then parts of Guy start to come off. Okay, so it's the king's turn now, but you guys don't get to see what happens with him, but I do. Okay, well, he's all right with that. And how much damage does he take for Hunger of Adar?
He takes. Is he starting and finishing inside?
Well, he's starting inside. We'll see if he finishes.
2d6 cold.
2d6? Okay,
Mhm.
I'll roll it. All right, he takes 8 cold damage.
Does the gator's ass get cold damage as well?
Hey.
It does on its turn, which comes up next from that. Yeah, he's going to have to end his turn in it, so he'll take another 2d acid.
He has to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, and he takes 2d6 acid damage as the tentacles or whatever you want to.
The lashing tentacles, the licking tentacles. searing his flesh away.
Yep, just that kind
Excellent.
of thing.
Just like that. All right, so you hear him crying out in this hunger of Hadar. And finally we get to this guy, and he takes a little bit more damage from the cold. But, I mean, he's a crocodile. He's not really too worried about it. And he sinks his jaws down on Guy some more.
Oh, yeah.
18, Guy.
That's to hit or that's damage?
That's to hit.
That definitely hits. Yep.
Don't die.
Don't die, Guy.
Fine.
That is 20 damage, though.
I'm fine.
I'm
Parts of
shocked.
me are still fine.
And
Small
then it whips its tail at Richard.
Oh.
Okay.
12.
Ah, that hits me.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Okay. So
Strikes are bad.
tail whips out at Richard for... Oh, that's the wrong one. 2d8.
2d8.
That's 13 damage of a bludgeoning nature, and you have to make a strength save.
Okay. Should be fine. No, I shouldn't. Why? The last few rolls have just been
Awful. So this meaty tail, you run up, and you're like, yeah, I've got you. Ting, ting. Get him, Atkinson. Ting. Well, shit. Boom. Thump.
Oh boy.
And you're on your ass again. And Guy is slowly being devoured. Or torn apart. Whatever happens first.
as long as Atkinson is safe, it's fine.
Come save you.
Yeah. So,
It's not exactly fine. Guy is in a lot of trouble.
yeah, Guy's not having a great time. Top of the round. And it takes more acid damage for having its ass in the thing.
Ass acid.
Ass acid damage. All right. So it's slowly dying, and we go back to the top of the round with the dead crocodiles and then Guy.
Just the dead one? I thought the big guy got to go first.
Oh, no. The big guy goes last. He's way at the bottom.
Okay. I mean, I'm halfway down his throat already, so I shoved my arm even farther down his throat, and I cast Infestation directly into his lungs.
Oh.
Grody.
That is
15.
That is a 15, and
How do you save against a spell being cast inside you?
you don't. That's
He's a lizard, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's 6 points of poison damage, and he tries to move north. I don't know what that means in this map. But
into the
tries to
into the
move 5 feet.
void.
okay. You are
Get away from
still
the thing that's-
you are still currently restrained by its jaws.
Oh, yeah.
So you can try to escape.
Oh, I assume my action was casting that.
Yeah, your action is casting
Oh,
that.
so
But make a you can make some kind of ability check to see if you can get out of its jaws at the end of your turn.
I athletically writhe back and forth pointlessly.
And yeah, you're just trying to pry at the jaws. They're not coming out.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we go with Penn. What do you got, Penn?
I don't even know what to do. I've got to maintain this spell.
You're just like, I'm concentrating.
I
can still cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah.
Or
Wait,
anything that doesn't require concentration.
oh, is that how that works? I thought if you
You just
cast
can't
any
have two
spell, it
concentrations at
breaks.
the same time.
Oh, well then, in that case, firstly, with my mind, so that he knows what to do when it's his turn, I'm going to tell Noodle, we'll be like, choke it, please, just choke it.
Just like last time, Noodle. We did this before.
And I'm going to move up to here. Maybe here. And I'm going to rally off a couple of Eldritch Blasts because I'm concentrating and I'm not sure what to do at this point.
Okay.
I feel like I should check. Puck, I kind of stepped on you there. Is that your house rule or with the concentration spells?
Yeah, sure. I'm not.
Okay, I don't want to. Yeah.
Look,
I
it's
just wondered.
9/11. You guys got to kill this crocodile.
Dang it! I never rolled to hit, do I?
No, that's your roll to hit, and it's not a good one.
Okay, do I roll a
Do you
second
have
one?
another blast?
Yeah, I just
Nice. 5th level. So
Yeah, let's do that one more time, please. Oh no, Gee.
No, it's just like pew pew. 2 shots go wide. Nobody can hit this crocodile. Nobody except for perhaps Lucy on her turn.
Finally.
Lucy,
my
the
turn
master marksman. Yes, you can lay
Oh, I
some.
can only move up 5, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move up 5 to get a little bit closer here to help these guys.
All right. You're gonna lay that heavy shot into him. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the heavy shot in. Ready?
All right. Well, you just gotta go right here,
Oh, okay.
because this purple square is you can't see into it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right, you ready?
All right. Give me that flavor. Bring the heat.
Boom.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Damn!
Hey, special guest.
Just gone. Yay, critical hit.
Critical hit. Critical hit. How do you like that shit? Critical hit. All right. So,
Beginner's luck, you know.
yeah. Guy, as you're struggling with the jaws of this creature, fucking this dragonborn sized crossbow bolt fucking threads through the eyes of it and out the other side of the eye, and it just falls limp in front of you as blood spurts out all over the place.
You're welcome.
That's about half mine.
I yell,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Thank you very much. You can adventure with us anytime. Oh.
If I keep hitting critical hits, yeah.
And next up, we go with the Lizard King, who attempts to stumble out of the Hunger of Vidar. But first, he takes 2d6 of cold damage. That's a 10.
woo!
All right. And then finally, we go with Richard and Keitri.
Yep. There's no way I can see in any way, shape, or form.
No, not through the Hunger of Vidar. You'd have to go around it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the furthest I'd be able to get to is about here.
Yeah.
And even then, I can't see him.
You could ready a blast for when you could see him.
I'm going to ready 2.
All right. You're just like some Dragon Ball Z type shit where you got the orbs in each hand and then just.
Are we all just gonna line up around the corner each shoulder?
he's gonna limp around the corner and just. Keitri, you're up.
Actually,
All right.
we all lined up and then Penn dropped the spell. We don't get a shot.
I think I can do this without having to see him because there's nothing that says I have to see. So I'm going to turn and look kind of in the general direction, and I will cast Dissonant Whispers and say, "We're coming to get you."
Oh shit!
Yep. They can hear you. Yep.
That is haunting. Okay. All right. He rolls a 9 on his Dissonance Whisper save, which is not enough. And
Just straight up die?
no, he's still going.
And then with my movement, I will. Probably move here because I have no idea where he is.
Fair enough. All right. And back to the top of the round with Guy.
As I struggle out from inside this thing, slam its jaw shut and stand back up. That's half my movement. Stumble 5, 10, 15 feet over here. Look back at it. You are too ugly even to make boots from. And start, I might as well use my action as well. So I'll stumble another sort of. I'm not being overly brave. I'll stumble over by Richard. Gonna look up at him. Sorry, I think I bleed on your foot. Oh. That's it. I'm done.
All right. Next up, we go with Lucy. Oh no, it's Penn.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna run over to Guy.
You could drop the hunger and then.
I could.
Please do. I have 2 things to shoot.
Well, Penn does not know he's not in it still.
True.
So until Penn will not drop it. I'm sorry. Plus, it's also giving us cover. I need to heal Geek. So I'm gonna actually for this one, I'm gonna go old school and just whip out my healer's kit and just give him a little smooch of heal in there.
A little pat on the back.
So I'm gonna spend one of the charges to do 1d6 plus 4 hit points plus you have 5 hit dice, so it's 1d6
Yes, I do.
plus 9. So
Oh, cool.
let me roll that if I can. You can go ahead. That's gonna be all for my turn anyway, so you can go ahead with somebody else while I get this rolled out.
Very well. Next up, we go with Lucy.
All right, we're trying to kill this guy, hey?
Yeah, but you can't see him right now. You don't know where he is.
But I can move 5 spaces. 1,
You sure can.
4, 5. Oh, that would put me. I'm not moving, but that would put me at the last square. Can I see him around there?
You wouldn't be able to see him from there. If he was here, you'd be able to see him, but
Oh, like if I was here, I
yeah.
would be able to see him.
If you were there, you wouldn't be able to see him until he moved here.
But you are allowed to hold an action.
Yeah, so what you could do is you could aim your crossbow and be ready and say that you're going to fire as soon as you see him.
Okay, so I'm going to move because my crossbow's only 30 feet, right?
No, you can get up to 120 feet with it if you need to.
All right, I'll hold my action.
Okay. All right. It's his go now.
Step around that
Come
corner.
out wherever you are.
I'm going to kill and then fucking. All right, give me those rolls, everybody. In no particular order.
What roll do I do? Sorry.
Your heavy crossbow shot.
Okay.
12 doesn't hit, but I'm assuming 17 does.
Well, if you don't do it, she's got 17 hits, and the crossbow bolt hits, and where there was previously a lizard king, there is a lizard king shaped splat up against the wall, and the massive dragonborn crossbow bolt wobbling in place against the
And
wall.
Hunger of Hadar comes down.
Okay.
See, it's wonderful. It's thematic. It's dramatic.
Very dramatic.
You know what would be really nice right now? Looking at this huge pile of gold and everything in front of us. A bag of holding.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Penn, you got a bag of holding. When we left.
I was wondering.
I was supposed to give it to you guys before you guys left, and I totally forgot.
I was even thinking about it before we left. I was like, wait a minute, don't we have to move a horde? I was like, how are we gonna? Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I've never been happier in my life.
You could
Pen
just say
or key 3?
Key 3 or Pen and sorry, key 3 or myself, and it's just oh yeah, forgot to give this.
All right. Bag of holding.
Can we make sure the rest of this place is empty before we start shoveling the gold in the bag?
That's a good call.
Gear, I'm
Absolutely.
still hurt.
Sure, there's nothing gonna come out of us from this dragon skeleton.
That do it.
Hey, real quick,
I am less hurt than I was a minute ago, but I'm still a lot hurt.
before we start poking around, anyone, we need to just do this real quick because I don't want anybody to insta-die. So everybody that is hurt in such a way that they would like to be healed, raise your hand.
Ow. Oh, the other one. Okay.
Anybody? Anybody else? No. Your hand keeps going up and down, Dragonborn. I need some commitment.
She's indecisive. It's fine.
Oh,
I don't want to be a bother.
Yeah, she's hurt, but she doesn't want to admit it.
No one else wants to do it, so.
I don't know if I'm coming back next week. I'm not sure if I should be healed or not.
It's fine. You know what? We'll pop off 2 anyway. So I'm going to pop off 2 charges of Cure Wounds, or 2 charges off the healer stat and do a first level Cure Wounds for each person.
All right.
So I think it's...
I didn't know that I could take an extra turn and dash.
Yeah, you can get more movement, but it wouldn't have been any good to you before because the crocodile was holding on to you.
Oh.
keeping you from moving.
Plus, yeah, the only way to do that is to give up your action. So if you do
Yeah.
that, you can't attack or do anything else.
Well, she gets rogue actions.
Oh yeah, you can disengage and such.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So, I really got to fix that. I always try to, it never works.
That's
so
all right.
one d8 plus 4 for each of you, and I'll let you roll yourselves if you want.
Okay.
There. This is why I roll physical dice. Everybody gets 7 plus 4.
Yay! Well, those two do, Kevin and Marie.
Yeah,
I mean,
everyone who's
Yeah.
taken damage.
Better than I rolled.
All right. So you guys gonna look around?
Yeah,
Richard.
check out these little alcoves.
I'm gonna
Sure.
check out Dragon Skull. It has all the arrows in it.
Sure.
I'm gonna take a look at the pile and the skeleton as a whole.
All right.
Can I pocket some of this gold?
You could probably get a share of it. I mean, you've done a good job. We'll say you can take 500 gold from it as payment for your work. And there is approximately 5,000 gold in this pile.
I mean, that's a fair amount.
10% finder's fee, absolutely reasonable. Absolutely reasonable.
can that even fit in a bag of hold?
Well, your bag of holding will eagerly, like if you try to scoop it up into the bag will kind of jump out of your hands and it's eagerly gobbling up the gold. It's just moving about.
Bag of greed. I love it.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
it's moving through the gold, like slurping it up hungrily until and you can see the dragon skeleton like sinking on the pile of gold until it eventually comes out of it and it's just like full and swollen and it just kind of like flops over and the top and 2 coins roll out.
I was going to say, and burps and 2 coins roll out.
All I can see is the Pac-Man waka waka waka.
Yeah, just like that.
I'm gonna.
Frankly, we've got to give our rogue at least a 10% finder's fee. She didn't try and steal any of it, so you got to give a 10%
Well,
honesty
that's
fee just for
true,
that.
right?
So
I was. I
So
could have.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, so we're walking away with 4,500 gold, correct? She takes 500, and we as a cumulative take 4,500.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around to see if I can find any hidden dragon eggs.
Okie dokie.
I
Where are you going to look for these things?
I'm gonna look at Guy's already. I think Guy's gonna head up to the north room, so I'm gonna head up to the west room.
Okay.
I just need to. There's so much stuff I need to do.
Can I stealth down to the lower corridor
Uh,
there?
buddy system.
I'll follow Richard.
I'm gonna go after Guy.
You can stealth down anywhere you want to go. If you want to make a stealth roll, you can stealth anywhere.
Yeah, I
I'll
think I'm gonna make
follow
a stealth.
Richard in here.
oh, Keith, you feel like a
bro.
fisher? You feel like a fisherman much today? You've been following the bait all day.
Oh yeah, you did it.
Yeah, I saw it at the last second.
Yeah, I could not see it.
All right.
The roll 20 screen.
Lucy, that way leads out.
Oh, is that?
That's where
I'm
you
sorry.
that's where you guys came in from. No, that's all right.
Good.
Guy, give me your perception check on this room.
Perception. Not perception. Got blood in my eyes.
The floor is on the floor.
You're like, it looks like a bunch of hay. All right.
No crocodiles. Oh, I'm out.
T3, are you going to help him look?
Yeah. If I'm following after him, I'm at least gonna look around.
He goes into the room.
My whole job for me.
He goes into the room. He looks like he's going to look around, but he just kind of leans up against the wall and takes a deep breath and says, "Well, nothing here." Okay, you're both equally good at looking.
Yeah, just a bunch of hay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hay. Do you want Lucy? Do you want to help him out?
Yeah, I'm gonna come up there.
All right.
I decided to not look at the door.
Okay. You're looking at the way out. You're like,
yeah,
you
I was
guys
like,
are
"Ah,
weird.
I'm done with my. I got my 500. See ya.
Yeah, all right, give me a perception check, Lucy.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
A
Give
large
me
number.
that sauce.
That's a larger number.
That's a larger number. Lucy, almost because you feel like you know this place and you know where to find these kind of things, you root through some of the piles of hay and you do find a large egg
Ooh.
Damn.
Am I picking it up? I'm picking it up.
All right,
Wait,
you pick
wait,
it up.
wait. Maybe I shouldn't pick it up. I'm wait, because if do they bite when they come out? Like, you know what I mean? I don't
It's not gonna hatch in your arm.
You don't know that.
To be
All
fair,
right, I'm
you
picking
don't
it
know.
up and-
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons levels of paranoia.
One session with me, and you'll never be the same. Okay, so yeah, you pick it up.
All right. Is there? I'm examining it. Is there any kind of like scratches on it? Any kind of
The egg-
symbols?
The
Yeah,
egg
I don't know. Maybe
appears
someone
to
put a
be.
stamp.
It appears to be in remarkable shape.
Very well. I'll turn around and tell them that my guys, I found an egg.
Does she know what kind of egg?
Well, I'm guessing it's a green dragon's egg, right?
You're
Or
not sure.
No, I'm
That's
not sure.
presumptuous.
It's a green. I know, guys.
I know. A mother
I
knows.
do know.
Just like-
I am a dragon, guys.
All right, so Richard and Penn, what do you guys want to? You gonna give me that perception check for your room?
I do, but I need to know. This is important. Is that a tombstone?
No, that is that is a bale of hay. There is no undead here. There's no necromancy. There is no undead things for you to fiddle with here. It's you next time.
Oh, we're in a room.
This is nice. You
yourself in the eye.
Lying for a minute, and then he vomits out of what's happened. Ah, I can't see. Ah.
Penn, you see a dagger in the hands of one of the piles of bones.
That's close enough to undead. I'll just go wrench that arm up. Wait, is a skeleton arm holding it, or is it just in a pile of bone?
The hand, there's still a skeletal hand wrapped around the handle.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick up the arm. I'm just gonna have the dagger on the arm.
It falls apart
Oh well,
the moment there's weight applied.
throw the arm away and pick up the dagger and look at it.
The dagger almost seems pearlescent, and the hilt of the dagger is decorated to look like a white dragon's head.
Interesting. I see Richard throwing up, and I'm like, we could talk about this later, and I'm just gonna put it in my pack, and like not like hiding it from him, just like this isn't a now thing, and I'll just walk him out.
Yeah, there is one thing after my sight returns. If we all kind of end up in the middle of the room,
Yep.
I would like to kind of see the egg.
All right. Lucy, it's you picked up the
Am I
egg.
there?
Are you going to let him see it?
Only visually. I still
Okay.
hold the egg.
You still hold it. You're very
I'm
protective
still
of it.
about-
You,
That's my
learned
egg.
your lesson from the book.
I only
From the
take
book.
books.
Never give any of these guys
I
anything.
really want to raise a dragon. That's like my own thing in this.
I mean, she's part of the
I am
keep.
looking for something.
It'll end up at the keep, I'm sure.
Yeah. I want to try to raising a dragon.
All right.
Like-
So how do you want to examine this egg?
Nature.
All right.
Oh yeah, the name.
Give it that nature check.
Ah, damn it.
You are not able to discern what type of dragon might
But I
be
think-
inside this egg, but you know it is a dragon egg.
Okay.
Are dragons inherently magical?
Not it depends.
Would an arcana check work or no?
Probably not for a unhatched baby dragon embryo.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll leave it be then.
Who's got the
Right,
bag of
I'm
holding? Is
going
it T3?
to use Eldritch Sight and just kind of look around the room.
Okie dokie. Nothing particular. This is all, anything that was here is long since gone inert. Like, this place seems to have been ravaged by nature.
Cool.
I'm going to ask Lucy may I hold the egg?
And later, I want to do.
Uh,
Can I do a nature check too?
Sure.
Yeah. How do I do that?
It's in your
Where's it
skills.
under? Skills. Skills. Ooh,
It's under medicine.
nature.
There you go.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, I got nothing.
No,
Really.
you don't know either.
You guys are
I know
both-
you really wanted to know.
I really want to know what could have. I give it a little shake, maybe.
Okay,
Maybe
give
I
it a
should
little,
like a little one.
just a little one.
Yeah.
You shake it a little bit, and you feel movement inside.
Oh. We should probably put it in something nestled. Keep it warm. Can we
like
hatch
a
it?
frying pan?
Richard,
Frying pan?
No, that's in bad taste.
Human, no, you can't eat the dragon babies.
Richard just kind of raised a hand, Eldritch form in his hand.
All right, Richard, you said you wanted to hold the dragon egg.
Yes.
You can only hold it for a second. Okay, you ready?
Choose
Alright.
your second for right before she leaves.
Yeah. It's just I'm going to kind of, while holding the egg, just I know that you would like to keep the egg with you, but you have a lot of work you're going to be doing, and you're going to be freelancing around. It'd be better to leave it at a keep where someone can watch over it. And he just kind of strokes the egg very, very gently.
Might be 100 years before that thing
Oh.
hatch.
Maybe we
Lucy,
should put it on the I don't know, maybe in the gold pile. Maybe it'll
Lucy, you
hatch.
you feel like he has a point, and you feel like the egg has a better chance of hatching, staying at a more secure place, because your job takes you out and about quite often, and you know that you can come visit at any time there.
The gold's also in the bag now.
Atkinson has just kind of also placed his head on the egg. Just
I
kind
give the egg a hug
Uh,
and I give it a kiss.
All right.
I put down my backpack and I start to rummage around in it, and I take out the giant Easter egg that Kashano gave me.
Uh-huh.
It's like this big.
Yeah.
It's covered in. It's an Easter egg. It's all covered in dots, and it's pink and yellow and green.
Pastel decorations all over it.
And I hand it over to Lucy, and I say, I wouldn't be close to it when it broke. It's kind of almost nearly a weapon, but I hate to see you leave empty-handed. So here, it's like a explosion of nature, I guess you could say. Eh? It's from the Easter Bunny.
Good, perfect, thank you. I just wanted an egg anyways.
Well, Lucy, I am going to ask that you name this egg, this dragon egg.
Ooh,
Oh,
I get to name the dragon egg? Okay.
Yep.
Go for something gender neutral.
Oh, ooh.
This is just Richard's suggestion.
Okay, give me 2. Do I have to decide right now?
If you want, you can message it to me later, and it will be canon.
Yeah, a minute. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna.
I
All right.
know if you do it and send it to Puck, it's just Puck. Could it be that Lucy sends a letter?
Oh, absolutely, she could, and she could come back and visit it. There's a number of things that can occur. So,
It's not going to matter because Richard's going to call it Veronica.
No, This is one of
Veronica
the.
too.
There's Veronica. I have Atkinson. I'll probably give him a nickname of some sort.
Veronica 2, Electric Boogaloo. Okay, now, so in the interest of time, everyone packs up their things. You make it back to the cart, and you head on your way back to the castle. And the whole way, you all kind of huddle around this egg, trying to keep it warm, fawning over it, trying to figure out
Richard,
what
let-
creature might be inside.
Richard is letting someone else drive. He's just kind of. in the egg.
And ever so often it shakes and rattles, and who knows what will hatch from within. But we will end the session there. And thank you so much for joining us. That's the end of Too Many Warlocks today.
Well, kiddies. Looks like that crossover had some thematic crossovers too. While the Mercs of Mischief are out there doing magical shit, the Warlocks are bringing home the bacon. And dragons, apparently. But we'll see next time on Too Many Warlocks. All right. So thank you for joining us.
Yep.
Lucy, our special letter.
people know where they can catch you, all the different places they can catch your stuff. Where you at? Social media.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. M93SG for everything. That's my Instagram. That's my Twitch. I'm not on YouTube yet, but hopefully soon.
All right. What kind of games do you play?
I play Counter-Strike mostly, but I play a lot of PUBG. I play Black Ops. Basically anything, as long as I can get a lobby going.
All right.
Right on. Right on.
And
What else?
who's got new projects going on?
Yeah.
What's going on at Roll for Initiative?
We've got a video going up tomorrow all about how to be a good convention attendee in time for Origins.
Oh, that's a good one. There's a lot of bad convention attendees.
And I actually put up a blog post last week on a playlist inspired by Kid 3.
Nice. It's awesome. And what's going on with Chronicles of Richard?
So Memoirs of Richard will be coming out again this Wednesday, as it will be coming out the next Wednesday after that. And then hopefully there isn't a large gap in between of waiting for more Memoirs of Richard. Like last time, I am so sorry.
It's okay. Writing takes time. Can't rush genius.
But no, look out for Memoirs of Richard pretty much once every week on Wednesday, and I will see about also getting a playlist of Richard songs as well.
Everybody's doing
All right.
this playlist thing. I feel pressured to jump in. Guy, what do you got? You got a new video, right?
I do. It'll be up within the next day or two. I figured after all these videos about how to create characters, I should probably introduce people to a couple of mine. So that's what this week is about. One that's kind of pure me, and another one that I'm building for the extra special Adventurers League Epic, and the difference between the two.
Awesome.
And Penn?
What are you playing right now?
I'm doing stuff. I totally haven't not been editing. No, there will probably be more episodes of the Moose Men coming out. I've been streaming on Twitch with these lovely people and my fiance, and I will definitely be there on the 22nd for the charity live streams.
Oh, I gotta upload that clip where we totally blew up that guy's ship on Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
I got it down.
I think I pulled it to a clip in Twitch, I believe.
Awesome.
I tried
Next
to
time
at
you
least.
guys
Maybe
play
I-
Sea of Thieves, I will try to stay on longer.
Yeah, so speaking of which, check out tomorrow for there'll probably, I'm guessing Minecraft tomorrow.
Yeah, probably doing more Minecraft tomorrow.
We've been building the keep inside the Minecraft world. Well, these guys
We're so close.
These guys are blowing up a mountain or something too. I don't know. We missed this.
Look, some of us are building a keep. Some
It
of
doesn't matter.
us are up to shenanigans.
Look, we're also we're doing some pirate shit with Sea of Thieves here and there, and that's appropriate to what's going on over on our Sunday show. If you're not familiar with the Sunday show, go check that in and give us that follow so that you can catch all of our shows all the time, including our special charity event we're participating in. That is a 12-table epic going on. There's going to be a lot going on. I think at the moment we're going to be the only table streaming, but there will be you can jump into Daddy Warbucks Discord to listen to what's going on at the sort of command central. That's how I understand it. But you
Excellent.
can make donations if you want to see all of our characters stay alive and kick ass and take names. We're playing the Harpers, so we're the good guys unequivocally for once. We're definitely the good guys. We're totally going to be the good guys this time.
We'll see how that goes.
And you can actually donate to, and this is a event going through Extra Life to benefit Children's Miracle Network. So you can actually donate to our table. You can look for the link down in our panels, and you can just say, hey, I want to give this to Puck's table, or you can give it to your favorite individual player so that they have rerolls. It's $1 per reroll. So for $10, you can do so much help with keeping these guys alive.
Oh, and in
the last
advance
thing-
for that, Puck, I'm sorry.
Fine.
The last thing is we are planning to add some new shows to our roster, one of which is going to be a bit of a reality TV show style thing where we start with a whole bunch of candidates and narrow it down. If we get enough interest, if you're interested in that, check out this link that I'm posting in the chat right now. Go ahead and put in your application there. And if people are interested in doing this, we'll do it. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Everybody will get to play a bunch of D&D.
Perfect.
I want to name the dragon.
All right, what is it?
Oh, okay, we got a name.
Okay, it's Talum.
Talum?
Yeah, it means sharp in Filipino.
Okay,
All right.
Wait, spell it
very
so I
nice.
can make sure we get it right in lore.
Talim. I think there's also a fighter. There's another character out there named Talum too, but I still
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
All right. His name is Talum. His or her name is Talum. My
Whatever-
apologies.
Whatever comes out of that thing is telling.
Yeah, it's a gender neutral.
Okay. Look.
Right?
You can't tell them otherwise.
But
But
Marie, thank you. That was fun. It did not show at all that was only your second game.
I got it after the break.
Yeah, we'll get there. Sink or
got it.
swim.
I think
Thanks so much for everybody for joining us, for watching us. Thanks so much to our players. Thanks so much to our special guest and our lovely producer / announcer. And until next time, class dismissed.
Thanks, guys.